Because then I will basically be kind of timed, actually. Also, I'm gonna have to change it on here now. Edit info. Gonna do this. Gonna do. Apollo Justice Trilogy. Done with Lego. Time for a game. There we go. Also, I'm gonna make myself a full screen projection. You know what? I'm gonna get myself something to drink as well, so I will be right back. I'm just gonna fix something to drink. I haven't done a drink yet. Also, you're gonna be able to see my reactive move because I'm gonna take the microphone with me, but you're not gonna be able to hear anything. All right, there we go. I'm back again. And now we're gonna do game. You can hear the game, right? Yeah, we can. Good. Okay, making sure. Also, I'm gonna do voices. That's gonna be fun. Gonna put that there. I'm still gonna use my wireless microphone because I am not too bothered trying to change it. So it's gonna be easier to hear things like this. Because this is not as directional as my other mic, and it's more. Well, at the same time, it was actually aimed towards that way because for some reason it doesn't want to aim upwards right now. Sorry for that. Hold on. There we go. Now it's probably aiming more upwards. But given how things ended yesterday... Good morning. Yeah, we're playing as... Every person I play as, I'm not making a sound. Or I'm not making a voice. The mood sure here is tense. Alright, now I remember. Apollo got whacked in the head. And everyone just thinking of what happened. Oh, hey! Oh, hey! Did you read the paper this morning, boss? Huh? Paper? That came out of left field. Why left field? Why not the right field? What's wrong with the right field? You didn't read it? And you don't know the big news? Somebody spotted an abominable snowman way up in the mountains. Tell me you know the difference between a paper and a tabloid, Athena. Might show up in the forest where you live, in Juni. You better watch out, okay? I think she just tried to do some fixing, but apparently that did not work. You should really read the story yourself. I couldn't even begin to do it justice. Oh, but don't say that. Justice? Huh? Oh, poor Apollo. It's all my fault. I'm trying to remember what other voice I gave her. That's something I really often forget. Oh, Junie, what was I thinking? I'm sorry. Trying to remember also. Like, I did some of these voices only bloody 2 weeks ago. I can't really remember what voice I did. What we found yesterday was not Apollo's dead body, thank goodness. He'd been assaulted by someone with a blow to the head and was lying unconscious. We rushed him to the hospital right away, and it looked like he's going to pull it through. But it was still quite a shock to stumble onto the scene like that. Is Miss Woods alright, Athena? Well, I managed to get her to stop crying. Now she's resting on the sofa over there. I guess she really feels responsible for what happened to Apollo. Poor Junie. She believes that the reason Apollo was attacked is because he was helping her look for something in that courtroom. Oh, I guess I can see why she'd think that. Oh, by the way, how are you doing? Who, me? Yeah, you. You were concerned about Miss Woods, but are you alright? Me? I'm doing just fine, boss. I mean, yeah, it was a huge shock, but I'm alright. Alright, she was really freaking out last time when she saw that. People who studied analytical psychology are great at times like these. After all, they learn how to control their own emotions too. Somehow I don't think it's as easy as you make it sound. For first of all, I also realized that she's lying to herself because she's smiling, but her little necklace, which shows her emotions, is basically crying. But so denying she's a real trooper. Apollo doesn't remember a thing, does he? Yeah. He can't recall anything from the time right before he was assaulted. Nothing about what he was doing in courtroom number 4 or who assaulted him. Doctor I just heard thunder. The doctor said it's probably due to a hit he took to the head. Assault in a court of law and lose your memory at that. I know how that feels. Oh shit! Yeah, right. I completely forgot about that until he said it. But yeah, I think it was like the second game, right? Where it basically was, yeah, because that's where you actually had Maya. It was the beginning of the second game when Maya was trying to help as well. And basically just woke up like, what am I doing here? Like, what have you forgot? How can you forget that? Like, I forgot that because I don't remember. I know what that feels. What was that now? Like 7, like, I don't know. It must have been like 8 years now. Because the first of these games are like, I don't know how in between this one and the first one of this trilogy, I don't know the difference. But I know the first of this one and the first trilogy, there's like 7 years, so. But who in the world would do such a thing, yeah? Huh, that's right. Just wait until I get my hands on the coward who hurt Apollo. No, Athena. I thought you said you were in control of your emotions. Let's just focus on helping Miss Woods, okay? But I admit, I'm just as upset as you. Okay, boss, you're right. Apollo's assailant can wait until we clean Junie's name. That's the spirit. Now, let's see. I better check the court records one more time before the trial starts. We have the case with the serial number. The switch that started bomb. I can't even check any of these. The tail and the 3000 bomb and phony Fanty. Mr. Right, I'm ready when you are. Alright, let's get ready to rumble. You bet. Okay, let's go. I don't know why, but there's something special with this game. This game, and well, especially this game. Because I like the first trilogy, because it's a classic. But I think I either started playing this game fully through before I started playing the trilogy, which means that this has a special place in my heart. But I might be wrong. But for some reason, it was just... I really got into this game, especially this one. I think I got this right for Miss Wood's sake, and Apollo's too. Yeah. Trees, welcome to the stream. I can't really pronounce your whole name there. But how are you doing? I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. I was just done with some Legos, so I decided to do my normal stream a bit like an hour earlier. Hold on, I just realized something. Sound alerts, that's the sound alerts, yeah. Browser events, stream elements, that's down there. What is it doing down there? Hold on, I'm gonna move this. Yep, move! Wait, have I locked you? No, I haven't locked you. Why aren't you moving? Oh, shit, I moved something else. What did I move? Oh, okay, there we go. I just realized it was like in the middle of the whole screen. But yes, hello everybody. I do hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday. Just checking some stuff before I continue. I don't even know if you can hear the thunder in the background now and then. Court is now in session. All rise. Fair enough. Court will now begin to reconvene for the trial of Juniper Woods. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is also ready, Your Honor. Now, then, I believe I instructed the prosecution to further their investigation. Were you able to locate the remote switch in question? But I'm afraid the remote switch is still missing. Why do I have the remote switch? I'm afraid the remote switch is still missing, Your Honor. I must say, I am disappointed, Mr. Payne. Not angry, just disappointed. Mildly, or even more. I apologize, Your Honor. Looks like the prosecution is just as unprepared as I am. But there is a separate matter, however, that I would like to bring up during this trial. A separate matter, you say? What about that? I assume you are aware of the other incident occurred during yesterday's trial. I'm speaking, of course, of assault on Mr. Justice in the courtroom number 4. Uh-oh, why is he bringing that up? Because, basically, Miss Woods told us when she got back that they were trying to look for her Rhino in courtroom number 4, together with Justice. Which means that, basically, she just said she was there alone with him. Oh, yes. What a truly harrowing experience it must have been. Poor Mr. Justice. At the time of the attack, Mr. Justice was not alone. He was with the defendant, Mr. Juniper Woods. He isn't going where I think he's going with this, is he? The prosecution wishes to indict Miss Woods on the charge of Mr. Justice assault. What I like with these games as well is that when they started doing the 3D thing, it became a bit more lively as well, because everything is actually a 3D render. So you can just, like, the camera can move, you can have a different, like, camera angles and stuff. Mr. Payne, the incident under the deliberation here is under the courtroom only. The assault on Mr. Justice has nothing to do with this trial.
Ah, but I believe there is a connection between this case and Mr. Justice's assault. Please take a moment to consider these facts. Both events occurred in the courtroom number 4. I can see like the bar moving a bit from the thunder. Yeah, this is the location of courtroom number 4 where the unconscious Mr. Justice was discovered. As you can see, it's quite close to where Detective Armour's body was found. Alright. The question is, why did the culprit feel the need to maliciously attack Mr. Justice? Why, indeed. What do you believe the motive to be, Miss Payne? Mr. Payne? Sorry, I forgot your gender. I believe Mr. Justice found something in that courtroom while Miss Woods was with him. Evidence that fingered her to the perpetrator of the bombing. You mean he found some incriminating evidence? Precisely. And so I surmise that the defendant picked up a piece of rubble and hit Mr. Justice on the back of the head in order to silence him. You would never do such a thing. She was devastated when we found Apollo hurt like that. Miss Sykes, please control your outbursts. Well, it's the prosecution's belief that by deliberating on Mr. Justice's assault, we will draw even closer to the truth of the courtroom bombing itself. That actually can make sense, because yes, he says it is Miss Woods, because they still believe it's Miss Woods and trying to point fingers at Miss Woods. Not because they want to, but because the evidence right now point that way. But for him to say, oh, because this and that is together, we will have them as not as separate matters, but combined. That at least makes sense. Miss Woods is hereby officially indicated on the charge of assaulting Mr. Justice. Why are you listening to Mr. Tope over there? Although, consider our conversation yesterday. I think Apollo might have figured something out. Wonder what it was. He told me I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper. Maybe the two incidents really are related after all. I would like to start by hearing from the defendant herself. Very well, bailiff. Please bring Miss Woods to the witness stand. I'm sorry. I'm like being quiet each time it's thundering because I'm gonna see if like the mic picks this up. I can't seem to stop. Sniff the flowers. Miss Woods. Guess she's still really upset about Apollo. Miss Woods, you went to the ruins of courtroom number 4 with Mr. Justice, did you not? Yes, I did. Good, good. If you would then please testify about what happened to the court. Also, this, for example, like, as I said, like, I'm not shitting on any of these games. All of the main storyline, I know, like, for example, is like the, what's it called? Not the Apollo Justice, but the Miles Edgeworth one, which is more of an investigation game. I've never played that. I think I own one of them, but I've never played it. But like, what I like with these 3D as well, like for example here, you have like the door, you have the entrance, but you also have people behind here. It's not just empty. So like how it's a bit more like giving it a bit more life. Just a little extra thing, just to make it like more in spot everything. During the trial yesterday, I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me and went to the courtroom ruins together. But then I was called back to this courtroom to give the testimony. Apollo insists on staying behind in courtroom number 4. I swear I didn't attack Apollo. I would never hurt such a kind person. So Mr. Justice stayed by your side while you were feeling unwell. What an admirable young man. I thought his loud voice was his only outstanding feature. He may look like a little imp at times, but Apollo can be really nice too. I hope she didn't hurt her wrist back handing that one out. But one has to wonder, why did Mr. Justice stay behind in the ruins?
I think Apollo might have figured something out.
Something? What's something?
Something to do with the courtroom bombing. A kind of something, I think.
Oh, new evidence for the case, was it? That's a very big kind of something indeed. Yeah, but it's not here. The only thing we have is a smacked person.
I believe so. He mentioned looking for some evidence when I was called away.
Just as I thought, there is a connection between the two incidents. But the defendant has told a very big lie, Your Honor. What lie is that? When she learned Mr. Justice would be looking for evidence, she attacked him. She attacked him to give herself the chance to destroy that evidence. I didn't even have time to do a voice there. I was drinking. I didn't press any button. Miss Woods repaid Miss Justice's kindness with violence. We found the proof of her foul deed in the courtroom ruins. What on earth? Huh. Was that there before? Do you see it? There is there in front of Mr. Justice's right hand. Witness the message he left us. It's written in blood. Woods. Why isn't that? That's right, Your Honor. It says Woods. In capital letters. Wait, can it say something else in capital letters as well? Oh shit, I can't see it.
What? I submit that Mr. Justice left us with the name of his attacker before he fainted.
The question is if he did.
No, that can't be true. Why would Apollo write my name?
Mr. Wright, and the nerve of him leaving that message. Why would he do this? Hey, don't take it out on me. I don't understand it more than you. When we discovered Apollo yesterday... Yeah, Athena just freaked out. But there's no blood. We didn't even have a chance to rush over to him. As soon as security heard Athena scream, they ran in and cordoned off the area. After that, they were there in courtroom number 4 with Apollo the whole time. We couldn't investigate anything ourselves and had to leave everything to the police. Still, I never thought they would find some bloody writing there. Now then, please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna press on everything. Do you always cough when you get nervous, Miss Woods?
Yes.
Mr. Wright, please do not make Miss Woods nervous by pressing her so ruthlessly. But that barely even qualified as a quasi-question.
Let's help her relax with a little small talk before we dive into the cross-examination.
You know, ask about her hobbies and her crush and stuff. Her crushes? Really? I don't know about this. Well, that's a topic, apparently. Why exactly did you go to the courtroom ruins?
We went to look for my medicine. To stop my coughing.
Your medicine? Why would your medicine be in courtroom number 4?
I dropped it in the heat of the moment. From Rabraini, he was keeping my medicine safe for me. He has a little compartment that I can put things in, you see.
And Phony Fenty has the same type of pocket. That's where the bomb was inserted.
I had to put my medicine for my coughing fits inside Bum Rabraini. When I told Apollo about it, he said he'd help look for him. There was so much rubble in there. I was worried, but there was no rubble or anything in front of the witness stand. So when we got inside, Apollo went straight there. and started looking for my Rhine in that area. It was so nice of him to do that for me, in spite of all his injuries. Apollo is so strong and kind, just like the trees of the forest.
The way she makes him sound, you'd think Apollo was some kind of ancient god. Oh, wait. No, that was stupid. That was so stupid. You would think that Apollo was an ancient god. Oh, wait. Oh, that was kind of stupid, actually. I don't think I ever realized that when I was younger and played this. So that's why you went to the ruins, I see. That seems to be quite an important fact. Please add it to your testimony, Mr. Woods. I'm gonna ask about this, actually. I don't have anything to present because there's nothing there, but I'm gonna ask more about this, if they found it. The area around the witness stand. Are you sure about that?
I'm sorry, did I say something wrong?
No, of course not. I was just testing my hearing. Must not upset her, must not upset her, must not upset her.
Yes, I'm sure that's where we searched first.
Okay, so I'm gonna get something later on I can use there, I think. That was when you were called to the stand after Mr. Tonate's testimony, right? What was it? Ted Tonate's? Or Detonate? Testimony, right?
Yes, the bailiff came to courtroom number 4 and brought me back to this courtroom.
Wait, hold on. If he brought her back here, he would have been able to actually spot Apollo. And if he was unconscious at that time, that would mean she did not do it. Also, I'm gonna get myself a crisp. I have a crisp here. There we go. And what about Mr. Justice? Did he come with you or did he stay behind? I better not ask her about Apollo. Oh, I know I'd use some small talk here to get her to relax a bit. Do you have any hobbies, Miss Woods?
Hobbies? Oh, well, I love growing vegetables in my garden. And I love to knit. I like sewing too. I made this outfit myself.
It's actually a very nice outfit for her.
Keep it up, Mr. Wright, it's working. Now ask her if she has a crush on anyone.
So, is there anyone in particular you like right now? I don't know why they started doing that. Also, it should be obvious already.
Mr. Wright, is that question even remotely related to this case?
To this case? Not really. Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking questions unrelated to the case at hand. Sorry, Your Honor. -1 to brownie points.
Miss Wood, please continue with your testimony. I believe you were telling the court about your attack on Mr. Justice.
So, you think Mr. Justice is kind?
Yes, very kind. He rescued me. He's like the sun, strong and warm. He makes me feel strong too.
The only adjective I'm associated with the sun are sweltering and oppressive.
But then Apollo got hurt and it's all my fault. Junie, Apollo is going to be fine. It's just like the sun, right? Well, the sun doesn't just drop out of the sky. You really think he'll be fine? But the sun does go down at night. And that means Apollo could...
Shh, Mr. Payne, I do not think much of men who make young ladies cry. So
Apollo was trying to help Juniper. Who knew Apollo could be such a sweetheart?
It must have been pretty hard on him too, with all the rubble everywhere.
Now think about it. There is something odd about what Apollo was able to do.
You know, considering what Mr. Wood said just now, I think you're right. The courtroom was in a very unusable state after all. Which leaves a $1 million question what would explain this contradiction. That's odd. Hold on, I'm gonna check something. So, near the witness stand. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna present. I don't want to present technically, but I want to check stuff. It was actually kind of clear. Polo started looking for bum rap Riley near the witness stand, where there was no rubble.
Objection!
So he started his search with the witness stand, you say?
That's right. I guess maybe he wanted to start from the furthest point in the room. He was being so brave and strong.
But that's odd. Under the circumstances, he wouldn't have been capable of that.
But he was. He still is. You might not look at it, but he really is brave and kind too.
Yeah, no, that's not the part I was finding fault with. Someone has a crush on Apollo. Yeah, like that wasn't obvious. What you are claiming is something that no one should have been able to do. But I should say that anyone could be brave and kind if they wanted to, Mr. Wright. True, and they can be brave and kind, but if you'd please take a look at this diagram. With the courtroom in this state, how was it possible to walk up to the witness stand?
Oh,
I see your point. The rubber blocks of access areas around the witness stand.
does such a tiny inconsistency even matter? Perhaps the witness is simply misremembering things.
Ugh. Great, now I'm not sure it matters.
A real man doesn't make mountains of molehills, you know?
But that's precisely what Mr. Wright do best. I call slander, Your Honor. Oh, good God. So, was it really impossible to approach the witness stand? I have to say it's a bit hard to tell with any accuracy from just this diagram. Mr. Payne, do you have any other photos of the crime scene?
Let me see, Your Honor. Ah, yes. One more.
Ah, the bomb truck is in the way. Well, it's not a truck, but you know what I'm talking about.
Here it is. It's a more pulled back version of the photo presented before.
Huh? Was that a hunk of metal on wheels? Mr. Payne, is the metallic object in that photo Mr. Tony's bomb transport case?
That's right. Is there some problems?
Ah, yes, that's Trumbo's case, whereas the courtroom number 4 when the bomb went off. He must have been there ever since.
Oh, that's it.
Miss Woods, have you remembered something?
Yes, I just realized. Its position, it's different from before.
Its position? The position of what?
The position of that big metal thing.
The bomb transport case.
Yes, when Apollo and I went there, it was in a different place. Where the cases in the photo was open space, so it was easy to search the stand.
I see, so where was the transport case when you and Mr. Justice saw it?
As I recall, I think it was more to the right.
To the right? Then that means... In that case, the case was over there at the time of Apollo's attack,
Who cares where the transport case was and when? What difference does it make? This has nothing to do with to do at all with let me speak, for goodness sake.
Where the transport case was has everything to do with this discussion. It is transporting this discussion. Take that in mind. In fact, it's so important that it's enough to turn the prosecution's argument on its ear.
What?
Well, that certainly sounds very relevant indeed. And you sound as though you know where the case was at the time of the attack. Yes, Your Honor, this diagram represents the crime scene as shown in the photo. And this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault on Mr. Justice. It's not that difficult to know. It's just kind of difficult to aim, especially with one hand. Your Honor, I assert that this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault. But that's... inconceivable! Miss Woods, was this where the transport case was when you saw it?
Yes, that's where it was.
Thank you, Miss Woods. I'm sure the court has noticed an interesting fact about this position. That the transport case covers up the writing in blood. Exactly. If the transport case was in that position at the time of the assault, then no message could have been written there because the case was in the way. Which leads up to conclude that Mr. Justice couldn't have left that bloody writing. Yep. I don't know if you could hear that. Why should we even believe that the defendant's claim that the case was in a different position? She's obviously lying. The fact that the case was moved after the assault on Mr. Justice is proved by more than Miss Wood's testimony alone. What? Where is this proof you're talking about? It's right here in the crime photo. I'm keen to see this proof myself, Mr. Wright. Oh, yeah, I see the tracks. So basically, I can show the tracks, but the tracks doesn't matter. But it matters on this part because it was run over his bandage. Please take a look at the mark that runs over Mr. Justice's bandage here. Yeah, I see it, but what is it? This mark was made by one of the casters from the transport case carrying the bomb. As the case was moved, it ran over his bandages. In other words, the transport case was originally to the right of Mr. Justice. Then, after Mr. Justice was assaulted, the transport case was moved. Just as Mr. Wood said, the case was covering the writing at the time of the assault. Therefore, it was impossible for Mr. Justice to have left that message in blood. He's freaking out. You see what I mean here, by the way, with the camera? Like, it gives a bit more live. Also, the woman back there looks so uninterested. Also, I think her twin is just up to the right and over to the left as well. You did it, boss. It was a real nail biter, but you pulled it off. Yep, that should bring down the prosecutor's claim and like a house of cards. The order, everyone, order in the court. Mr. Wright, that was a very clever deduction. No, it was nothing, Your Honor. Nothing but pure genius. Take that. Boss, I'm sensing definite smug and braggy vibe coming from you. Yeah, I have just one more question, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. If Mr. Justice didn't leave this message in blood, then who did? Huh? What? Oh. Well... looks like I should have taken that train of thought through the last station. Well, I've heard a lot about this. But this is Mr. Wright's famous bluffing technique, is it? This feeling. It brings back memories of the old day. I think it was like 7 years ago. Back when you carved out a name of yourself by bluffing your way through thick and thin. Gee, Mr. Wright, the judge kind of makes you sound like a no better than 2-bit con man. It is not warm in here, but holy crap, the weather outside is like so soggy. It's just like, yuck. Also, I'm just eating some crisps. You made your argument with such a confidence, Mr. Wright. Now, I would like to hear you. Also, I do love this say like, oh, he's just bluffing. Mate, it's right there in the photo. Now, I'd like to hear your answer with just as much confidence. Hey, until the judge asked the questions, you didn't catch on either, Buster. What now, boss? I hope you did bluff your way into a corner. Think. There must be a way through this. I have to dig my way to the truth somehow. Who could have written the message in blood? The culprit. If Apollo didn't leave that bloody writing.
Maybe it was Apollo's attacker who wrote it. And maybe it was made it look like Apollo did it.
That seems like the most reasonable explanation.
But wait a minute, I just realized something, boss.
What is it?
Look at the amount of blood in the photo. Doesn't look like Apollo bled very much. I wonder if it's even possible to write out Woods with just this much.
Oh wait, hold on. I see on the other end there, there's actually a letter missing. So it's like WOODS something. Good thing Apollo didn't lose that much blood. That might be a factor in why he survived the assault.
And since there was so little blood, that pretty much rules out his attacker. Huh?
Guess so, but it wasn't his attacker. Then who else could it have been? Somebody else. I'm guessing her because wait, hold on. How did she die? Hold on. Can I? Shit, I can't see anything. I need to do this. To be honest, I don't actually have any real proof of this. But I've gone this far, so no turning back now. Besides Apollo, there was one other person who shed blood at his crime scene. A person who shed blood? Oh, you don't mean... Oh, but I do. I believe it was Candy's arm who left behind this message in blood. What? I also just realized, like, wait, are we? No, actually, we're standing on the wrong side now, aren't we? Or do we? I'm so used to always thinking I was on the right side of the door, which I might have been. Am I wrong when I say that? Because right now we are on the... No, wait, yes, no. No, I'm actually getting confused. I'm confusing myself right now. I think we're on the same side as always, actually. When I think of it, of the courtroom.
What, Detective Arme?
Are you sure you don't know what you... Are you sure you know what you're doing here? Not really.
What kind of ridiculous assertion is that?
If you had said the attacker left a message to throw people off, I might be made sense. At first glance, that would seem to be most reasonable explanation. However, Apollo didn't shed enough blood to write such an extensive message.
Oh.
No, I see. Even the photo makes it clear there wasn't enough blood to write all those letters. Mr. Justice did survive. I suppose he didn't bleed very extensively in that case.
But why would Detective Arme write the defendant's name? There's no connection between the two whatsoever.
Well, she didn't write that. She wrote something else.
They have never met each other. Not even once.
That's very true. Well then, let's see. There may be an intended meaning of the message is not what it appears to be. The intended meaning?
Not it appears to be.
Maybe the message was not intended to be Woods. Coming from you, that's quite a bold statement, Mr. Wright. You wish to assert that this blood in writing could have some other meaning? Yes, Your Honor. It was something I pulled out of a wormhole. It could turn out to be true, right? It clearly says Woods, as anyone can plainly see.
What other meaning could it possibly have?
But Candice Arme was a detective. Maybe Woods only means something to police. Like a police scanner code, for example. I didn't think of that.
You may have tricked his honor, but you'll never get the best of me. I have a thing for studying on the weekends, as you may have already guessed. And there is no such radio code as Woods in the state. There, Mr. Wright.
Is that a fact? Don't look at me. I know as much as you do about the police codes. Enough of this. I've quite taken with the defense news today already. But if they can't substantiate with them anything, I must end things here. No, please wait, Your Honor. Very well, but before we discuss this theory any further, I demand a plausible explanation. So, Mr. Wright, what is the true meaning of the bloody writing? Well, I believe it's... no stalling. If you can't come up with an answer quickly, I declare this discussion officially over. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now. What other meaning could it have been beside the obvious one? Maybe it's something in another language, or maybe it's a code. Think, Phoenix, you can do this. Hmm. Oh, here comes the rain. Holy shit, it's pouring down. Probably should close my window, actually. Hold on. I'm gonna go and close my window. Did you all hear the rain? I hope you did, because as I said, I still have like the microphone on me. The wireless one. Okay, so we need to find what piece of evidence will tell us what it is. HH3000 bomb. Shit, I don't really have that much, do I? Okay, proof, an all-important badge, proof of my profession. Thank you for you getting that back. Trauma to the back of the head, cause of impact with a flat object, time of death. Okay. HA3000 bomb. Woods. Could it be L1? No, I don't think so. Huh. Which piece of evidence will tell us what the word woods me really mean? A switch that starts time bomb countdown was stolen just before the blast and now is missing. Oh, so we have it, but it's still missing. A piece of stuffed animal that was bomb part. Okay. Woods. Okay, hold on here a second. So I'm gonna have a paper and pen here a bit, just to like do some notes, because I think that might try to help me a bit trying to figure this out. This is not so. Oh, right, that's the game idea. I was like, what am I reading? Okay, because what it does, it basically is woods, and then we have something that kind of looks like woods P or woods R or woods F. Oh, sorry, I think I just hit the mic as well. So this diagram doesn't do anything for us. That's the case there, and this is a case as well. It has two O's in it, but it doesn't have like the other ones. This one doesn't really show us anything. It shows us a broken screen, an elephant that says guilty, and the dimension is 10, 10, 10 in alloy plating. It's either the elephant or it's the case. I'm gonna try the case. Yeah, the bomb transport case? How about had it up to here with your shenanigans, Mr. Wright? Take a look at the numbers on this case, Your Honor. L1015R. Oh, R. Okay. Doesn't it look strangely vaguely familiar? L100? What does that have to do with anything? What could those numbers possibly have to do with the case at hand? Now, please, look at the bloody writing shown in crime scene photo. Kinda looks like an upside down one. Oh, I think I see it. That a girl? That's the one on my side. It says Woods. Or you could say it's a horse of a different color, Your Honor. The first character isn't a W. It's actually an L and a 1. The next two are zeros. Oh my goodness! The true meaning behind this bloody writing isn't Mr. Wood's name. It's a number engraved on this bomb transport case. What are you talking about? The next part doesn't make any sense. The number 1, but the bloody writing says D. But the number on the case and the bloody writing can be made to match up quite easily. This is how the number transport case can be made to erase 2 lines. Wait, hold on. Shit, I pressed A. Please erase the third downward stroke of W and the card part of the D. Well, would you look at that? Liois. No, Your Honor. It isn't meant to be read as a word. It's a number, L115, which is to make the final R. It's exactly the same number as in the bomb transport case. Erase 2 lines and they match up, you say? Well, I can change anything into anything else simply by erasing 2 lines. If I erase 2 lines from your name, would it be happy as Mr. Rig? Well, would you, Mr. Rig? The only right spelling is right. Okay, I'm doing pretty well here. I think I've drawn the right conclusion. The Armor's real message to us is the bomb transport case number. Your Honor, the 2 lines were added by the real culprit intentionally mislead people. What? The original message Detective Armor left behind was the transport case number. But however, Assault and Apollo changed the message. If you're right, boss, then what do you suppose Detective Armor was trying to tell us? Good question. What does this number represent? It is his identification number, which means it's him. Candace Armor lost her life in a courtroom bombing. Her dying message could have only had one purpose. No. To tell us the name of the one responsible for the bombing. Well, don't keep us in suspense, Mr. Wright. Tell us who we're trying to name. The culprit that was the victim was trying to identify is none other than Detonate. The defendant wishes to indict Mr. Ted Tonate on the charge of courtroom bombing. Ted Tonate? Apparently, disarming bombs isn't Mr. Tonate's only specialty. Somehow the victim must have realized that he was the bomber. So, when she caught the blast, she left his bomb transport case number as her dying message. She used Mr. Tonate's own ID number to finger him for the crime. Why would anyone go out of their way to write an ID number? Wouldn't it be simply to write a person's name? He's got a good point there. What do you have to say about that, Mr. Wright? that only Detective Armor would know the answer to that, but allow me to offer a theory. Perhaps Detective Armor couldn't recall Mr. Tony's name in the heat of the moment. As I recall, this was the first meeting between the two. It's entirely possible they couldn't have been familiar with each other. Or maybe using the ID number was a way to hide its true meaning from the real culprit, thus lowering the odds they would erase the bloody writing. But no matter the reason, the important thing is the meaning behind the message. The fact remains she wrote Mr. Tony's ID number. Now, just a moment here. There hasn't been any proof yet that it was indeed Detective Armor who wrote it. The bloody writing was found during the investigation after the blast. If Detective Armor had left a message, it should have been found at the time. Naturally, Mr. Tony hid it before anyone could discover it. And there's a simple explanation for how he was able to do so. What? Mr. Tony was able to cover the message up because he's the first to find the body. Wait, who found the body? The first person to discover the bloody writing was Mr. Tony himself. I kind of forgot about that, but I've not played this game for 2 weeks. When Mr. Tony saw the victim had written his ID number, he used the bomb transportate to cover up the bloody writing as a stopgap measure. Oh, so that's why the message in blood was under the transport case. He didn't have enough time to try and scrub away the writing. If he didn't report the body right away, he could look suspicious. So the letters lived on to serve another function, when Mr. Tonate used them in another incident. No, with the assault of Mr. Justice. Exactly. Mr. Tonate hit up a plan to use the bloody writing for his own purpose. So he didn't clean it away. Instead, he made it look like Mr. Justice wrote it, by adding 2 lines to the writing that Detective Armel left behind. He changed the meaning of the message. He made it look like Mr. Justice was accusing Miss Woods of the attack. So that means the only person who could have altered the bloody writing was the courtroom bomber. It was the same person that assaulted Mr. Justice. And that person is Ted Tonate. For some reason I want to say Ted Toenail, for some reason. The order in the court, people. Looks like we have been hearing the bomb specialist himself. Mr. Payne, please have Mr. Tonate take the witness stand. Yes, Your Honor. That was great, Mr. Wright. Just doing what I do best, which is Princely Show. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. Oh, okay, you are one of those people. Bam. There we go. Looking forward to. Oh yeah, it was actually challenging. We discussed that last time as well. I finally drawn Mr. Tony back into the witness stand. Looks like you'll be getting your wish, Google man. Google man. Do you like to Google things? Is it working for Google? Who knows? Mr. Tony, I'm afraid we have a few more questions for you. Hold on, I'm just gonna eat a crisp. I understand this situation, Your Honor. I was keeping a close eye on the proceedings from the gallery. The allegations are all laughable. I wouldn't be laughing if I were you, Mr. Tonite. The message blood matches your ID number. The same ID number that is there on that bomb transport case. Such a far-fetched theory, no better than a tangled ball of wires. I have them untangled for you in no time. You were the first person on the scene after Detective Armor left a message in blood. You were the only one who could have hidden the writing, then used it again later. I see times two, but then let me ask you. Do you have any proof that Detective Armor wrote that message? That's a very good question. Well, do you, Mr. Wright? The West paper proof that Detective Armor wrote the message is to analyze the DNA. Your Honor, I request that the DNA test be performed on the blood itself. Once we know who it is, it will be obvious as who wrote the message. He just fucked up himself right now. Very well. Mylif, please put the request for a DNA test with the forensic team. Yes, Your Honor. It'll be some time before we have a result of the analysis. Until then, let's hear more of the witness. I would like nothing more, Your Honor. I want the court to hear how ridiculous the defense theory is. I admit I was the first one on the scene after the explosion, but there was no bloody writing there at the time. Anyway, there is no way Detective Armor could have written it. She struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. She was too far away from where the bloody message was found. So, you're saying that the victim's body was nowhere near where the writing was? Precisely, it was plain as day what she could not have written it. It's true that the body was discovered near the entrance of the courtroom. Please have a look at a crime scene photo. Yeah, but here's the thing. Look at the blood up there on the stone. And then we check here. Flat object. That is not a flat object. She must have died after hitting her head there. No, she did not. I see. All right then, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Do you have what it takes to... What do you have? That. Do you have what it takes to take my infallible testimony apart? I admit I was the first person on the scene after the explosion. Oh, we already knew that. There is no way Detective Armor could have written it. She has struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. I'm gonna do this. It might just be false, but I'm gonna do this. You are a terribly liar, Mr. Tonite. Take a look at this autopsy, especially the part about Detective Armor's head injury. Cause of death, trauma to the back of the head. Caused by impact with a flat object. Yes, what about it? Now take a good look at the bloody piece of rubble. It's sharp and pointed. Hey, you're right, boss. It is pointy. Just like your hair. I was about to mention something with someone's hair in this because everyone has pointy hair and yeah. That is odd, isn't it? What would be the meaning of this contradiction? I believe it means that the victim did not hit her head on the piece of rubble. The bloodstains you see is just another fabrication. Its purpose to mislead us to think the victim died near the courtroom entrance. Are you claiming the culprit moved the victim's body? That's exactly what I'm claiming. The victim hit her head at some other location. Most likely the floor or some other flat surface. and its location was somewhere near where the bloody writing was found. In that case, you definitely could have written the message. Your Honor, I have the result of the bloodstains analysis. Yeah, very good timing. Let's take a look. According to this report, the message was written in Detective Arma's blood. And as the defense claims, only... I'm pretty certain I messaged before... Hold on. I did say on Discord after I... Yeah. After cutting some grass, I would set up my Lego stream. So I did say on Discord I was gonna actually be live much earlier. I think I also said like yesterday I'm gonna do like a little Lego stream. But don't worry, you haven't missed too much. Also, I am gonna like post it on YouTube. But welcome, Bromine. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. That's the thing with many of my streams. I'm not very good at do too much planning. I only knew that I would want to do it today, and I'm gonna do it a bit before today's stream. But welcome. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. How are you doing? They were written in Mr. Justice's blood. It appeared that the defense assertion is all correct after all. It's really warm in here now. It's not, well, it's not warm. It's, oh, it's like soggy. God, it's annoying. But yes, so basically the plan today was to do a Lego stream and either wait until my normal stream or start directly after. But I was only 1 hour earlier after I was done with the Lego part of the stream that I decided to continue streaming. I didn't know, I think I was talking to you actually at the tavern part of... Yeah, actually, Bromine, I was talking to you in the tavern channel while I was doing the notifications about the stream. But yes. So we have actually built a little bonsai today, and we are at some point, some other day, gonna build either the droideca or the garden. It's gonna be a bit fun. I had a lot of fun actually playing or building the thing. But don't worry, these two parts are actually gonna be up and going on YouTube as well. So do not worry at all, like you're gonna be able to see this. Just checking some stuff in the background. Yes, you did it! You were right, boss. Now I have drive it home. Well, hell yeah, I get to watch the build. Yes, I am gonna upload that. Like, I know there are sometimes I'll say like there's some stuff I'm not gonna upload, but that depends on like what game I'm playing and things like that. Sometimes a bit of collab streams because I know like Miss Valkyrie did upload her collab stream with me, or one of them. So I might do that at some point, but it depends on, because like I like kind of like trying to do continuous stuff, and like the collabs is like it's a bit in between everything. But most of the times I have actually uploaded all of my like Lego builds on YouTube as well, I think. So it's definitely gonna be up there. Also, I'm pretty certain like my VOD is gonna be up for like at least a few months, so there is not gonna be too much worry about that for right now at least. But yes, I'm definitely gonna do the Lego build on YouTube as well. It is sweating. Mr. Tona, yes, make the dinosaurs dance, everybody. It is now apparent that you have told several lies in this court. So I will just say fuck you. I hope you have some sort of explanation for yourself. Yes, Chad Waffle. Fine, I will confess. You will? But then, why are you so calm? Fire! Yes, fire. I actually made an image that... Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'm gonna just see... What is this? Image 3. What does image 3 have? Image 3 doesn't have anything. Well, I'm gonna just find it because I made an image that at some point, if I ever make like big merge, I might have something similar to this. I feel like the flame isn't really where I want it to be or how I want it to be. But I have like a little, not like a stream logo, but I have like a. Oh, that was loud. Could you please? There we go. But I basically kind of like make a little logo thing for like if I ever make like merch. So I made something like this. Hold on. Oh shit, that was big. There we go. Because yes, that has basically something to do with the lore of my character here. To be honest, now when I look at the flame again, I kind of like it. While I was drawing it, I had so much problems with how it looked, but now when I look at it, it actually looks a bit better. Because yeah, basically the lore of this character is that I am basically a yeah, but thank you. It took some time to draw it because, as I said, like I had problems making the flame as I wanted it to be. But even though it now when I look back at it, it actually looks really good. Or really and really, it looks good enough. Well, I'm just gonna drink a bit. But yes, the lore of this lord here is basically that I am a humanized life, if we say so. You know, like how people are just isekai or like reincarnated and stuff. I'm not reincarnated. I am basically a flame of life. Not life itself, but like a flame of life that has been humanized. So that is basically the flame just popping out of my eye that I'm hiding behind my my eye patch. And basically the whole point with this is it's not just life as is I am alive. It is basically any sort of thing that has to do with like energy, if we say so. Your like your passion, things you love, things you celebrate, like anything that is just giving you life, we would say so. So that is basically why I decided to make that little thing. That is just like a very rough part of like the lore of my little character here. There is like longer part, but not really good yet. But that's basically the main lore of me here. I see. I do love the confused thing. It's like both ooh, but also huh. It is true that Detective Armor wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote L11 L1015R. I was shocked, but I did not detonate the bomb. Detective Armor must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad. Is the lore on Discord any chance so I can reread it if possible? Not yet, but I will add the lore together with the image later on. Because as I said, if I ever do like some sort of merch stuff, I might as well just put that thing on merch. I might actually try to just make the stickers right now, to be honest. Because I can do that. But at some point, because right now I don't have the lore out there, but I kind of have the lore in the back of my head. No, well, if that's all you did, then wait a minute. That in and end itself is a criminal act. Let's see you finally crossed that finish line, Your Honor. Very well done. Your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright. Okay, so let's see here. Do I need to press at anything? It is true that Detective Armor wrote my ID number, yes. She very plainly wrote 1L10015R. I was shocked. But I did not detonate the bomb. Detective Armor must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad. I'm gonna press on this, because the thing I'm curious about is he did cover it, but at this point the R is gone. So it must have done more than just that, just covering it. You didn't think of clean away the bloody writing. I didn't have time. By the time I found the message, the blood was already dry. The police were waiting just outside for me to secure the room. And I still had to move the body. I was in panic. With no time to spare, I temporarily covered the writing with my case. Didn't think the police would find it during their investigation. Regulation stipulates only specialists may touch transport cases. Because of the danger, you see. I thought I would clean up the writing once they were finished. My bad. My bad? Does he really think that it will just magically smooth everything over? This guy is something else. I don't believe that the Armor's dying message was just a mistake. He won't wriggle out of this that easily. What did Mr. Tonate see when he first discovered the bloody writing? There must be a contradiction. Yeah, I think I know what it is. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna go back to this. Because move the body and cover the writing. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna present this, I think.
Objection!
Oh wait, this was not right. There's something odd about the witness statement, and this. No, okay, no. Okay, I messed that up a bit. What is this? That's Woods. The report proves that it was Victor Arme who wrote in blood. Okay, you know what? Let's press a bit first before I continue. Might be best. So you admit that you actually did see the bloody writing that Detective Arme left. My bad, I should have said so from the outlet. And you are sure it was your ID number? I am sure it was definitely my ID number. That number was assigned exclusively to me by the police department. The number is assigned to my goggles as well. So the funky things were provided by the police department. I'm pretty certain they've fused him by now. Although these are especially goggles customized by me personally. Speaking of personalized, these sunglasses of mine were custom made as well. They were specially created to be a particularly dark and shiny. Speaking of special, my gavel is made of mahogany. I was custom made as well. It was specially created to make a particularly loud and resounding sound. Wish I had something to brag about. Well, your spiky hair would say. Be all of that as it may, I just want to reconfirm you saw the bloody writing clearly. And that it was your ID number. That is correct. My ID number was written in blood on the floor. Okay, she very plainly wrote L115R. But that's the thing. First of all, you see that it says Woods here. But that is basically because someone wrote 2 extra things. So basically, by the W, 1 line is taken away, the D, the bend is taken away, and you get L10015. But the R is missing, so technically it wasn't plain as day. So I'm gonna present this.
Objection!
There we go. This was the one. Okay, I just want to make sure that L115R is really what you saw written in blood. Yes, it's very clearly said L115R. But that's odd, because that's not what I see. What on earth are you babbling about now? Wasn't it you who claimed that the bloody writing was his ID number in the first place? Take a good look at the photo in the bloody writing analysis. Now tell me, does it really says L115R? Something is missing, isn't it? And that something is the final R. Yeah, what is the meaning of this, Mr. Tonate? Oh, alright. Now I remember there was no R on the end. It just slipped off the finger. My bad. Come back, my beautiful contradiction. Mr. Wright, I'm not sure it was just a simple slip of the finger. You have something for me, Athena? I said that he's extremely agitated, almost panicked. What's telling you that? The need to chew wires like it's candy? Well, Mr. Wright, it appears it was nothing more than a mere mistake. I do not know. Did it really just make a typo? What about that R? Did Mr. Tonate really see it? He actually saw it. Because you can see the R at the end, it's just that the stone there is missing. Maybe Mr. Tonate really did see the R. But there's no R anyway. Like, I do love... There's no R. I can see half of an R there. Now that I make a good look at the photo, I think maybe... That's it. What is it now, Mr. Wright? Are you trying to imitate Apollo and his cords of steel? Jesus. You cannot hear that, but it is just started pouring down. Damn. I got it, so that's what happened. A slip of the finger. Was that really what it was? Because I don't think so. I propose Mr. Tonate did really see the letter R. But the photo clearly shows that there is no R. No, Your Honor, actually, just the opposite is true. The photo shows that Mr. Tonate actually could have seen the R. If you're going to make that claim, then you better be able to point out what you mean. What part of the photo shows that Mr. Tonate could have seen the R? It's simple, the half-assed letter over there. Please take a look here to the right of the 5. Do you see the little bit of red? No, I see it, just on the edge of where the floor is broken up. That's the R that Mr. Tonate saw. I'm not joking, I want to say Mr. Toenail. Just because of the toenail. Like saying tonate is like, okay, it works, but my mind just goes toenail. It's true that the witness wears some very, very odd goggles. But that doesn't mean his eyesight is bad, nor his brain power. What part of that little smudge looks like an R to you? But what Mr. Tonate saw wasn't that little smudge. There was a whole complete R written there, before the floor was damaged by the explosion. Oh, well, that explains... Care to explain what you mean? Because you just proposed that everything happened in the exact opposite order. Yep, because that's the way it really went down. The timing of when the R was written turns everything about this case around. Now then, if the floor was damaged by the explosion, when was the message written? Before the explosion? What the hell? It's hard to since there isn't much voice acting that pronounces names in the game, so we don't know if it's Tonate or Tonate. Tonate. Fair enough, actually. It's technically, his name is Ted Tonate, so it's basically as detonate. Detonate. Yeah, Tonate, basically. Tonate. Detonate. Because, yeah, he's a bomb expert. But that's ridiculous. If that's were true, it overturns your premises. That's right, it does. In fact, it turns everything upside down. We are in Wonderland! I do wonder where Alice is somewhere. The victim was not killed by the explosion in the courtroom. She was killed before the explosion ever had occurred. Holy shit. Well, technically, it's Ted. His name is Ted Donate. But if you basically turn around Ted, it becomes Det. And then just Tonate, so Detonate. He just loves detonating things. But I do love, like, this game has a lot of play of words sometimes, and it's just wonderful. Yeah. Order in court, everybody. What kind of preposterous claim is that? Have you forgotten that the victim's body was found at the scene of the explosion? True, but consider this scenario. She was hit on the head and killed before the explosion, or even before the trial began. Her body was substantially placed in courtroom ruins after the bombing occurred. That way, it could be made to look like she was a victim of the blast. What? Let's Liza, we have a better look into what the victim was doing before the trial. Mr. Payne, did anyone see Detective Armour before the trial? Let's see. According to police report, here it is. One person saw the victim before the trial, and that person was Ted Tonade. Wait, what? No one else beside Mr. Tonade saw the victim. That appears to be the case, Your Honor. Everyone is sweating here right now. It would now ask the court to recall something. Specifically Mr. Tonade's word from yesterday. It was when Detective Arme and I were transporting the bomb. Oh my! Mr. Tonade, just before the trial, you were with the victim. The two of you were together at the scene of the crime, courtroom number 4. I do love that they use the same animation for him typing, but I'm just imagining his slamming his fist down on that keyboard. And that's why everything just pops up like that. Your Honor, the defense requests a new testimony from Mr. Tonade. We wish to hear what he has to say about his whereabouts just before the trial. Mr. Tonade, your testimony, please. My testimony, there is no need for that. I am not gonna try to do all of those numbers. He's completely unnerved, Mr. Wright. He must have hit the nail on the head. Because all I did was to transport the bomb to the courtroom. The funny part is about the E and the 3. I do the same thing because it actually is around the same area as the on the keyboard. I already told you. Paul, something. I don't know. Blast this thing. I was only in the courtroom with the victim because of work. I swear I was only transporting bomb there.
Objection!
You and the victim were alone together at the scene of the crime. In other words, you clearly had made the opportunity to commit murder, did you not? Do you always leave yourself so open to attacks, Mr. Wright? What now, Mr. Payne? Yes, Mr. Tonade may have had opportunity to kill Detective Armour, but an important piece of your assertion is missing. What important piece? The murder weapon, what you claim was used to kill the victim. Mr. Payne was as a point. Oh, sorry, I don't know what happened with my voice there. Even if Mr. Tonade had the chance without a weapon, he would have... we can't accuse him of the crime. Well, Mr. Tonade. Oh, yes, that's right. I didn't have any sort of thing that could be used as a murder weapon on me. Also, holy shit, he can look menacing when he wants to. It looks like a bloody Batman villain. I couldn't possibly kill the Detective Armour. Did he really have nothing that could be used as a murder weapon? The bomb itself, because it is actually flat at some point. What is it, Athena? Just looking over the victim's autopsy report. I'm hoping there's something in there that can point us to the right direction. Well, it does say that she died from trauma to the back of the head with a flat object. Yeah, and to inflict that specific kind of injury, all you would need is a flat surface, right? A heavily blunt object with flat surface could define the murder weapon. Well, Mr. Wright, can you indicate for the court what was used to kill Detective Armour? I believe I can. Believe being the keyword here. You can? Then please do so now. What did Mr. Tonade have that could be used as a murder weapon? The bomb. Mr. Tonade, you say you didn't have anything that could be used as a weapon. But in fact, you had the perfect thing.
What? What the devil are you talking about?
You had this. That's a bomb. I thought you were trying to prove that the victim was killed by the bomb blast. Wasn't killed by a bomb blast. The bomb blast, no. But I believe Candy's armor was killed with this bomb. She was smacked. That's another way of using a bomb. Just smacked in the head by one. Because this is the blunt object that delivered a fatal blow to her head. Police recalled the description of the Detective Armor's head wound. Trauma to the back of the head caused by impact with a flat object. We assume this injury was sustained with her head hit the floor. But a blow from any flat side of this bomb would produce the exact wound pattern. That thing is gonna go off soon. Okay, he's losing it. Why are you laughing so much? I think he's gonna lose it soon, because something I like with this game is when they lose their shit. What's with him?
Then show me some proof. Where's the evidence that hit the victim with the bomb?
He's right, I don't have anything. Simple, because the bomb exploded.
Did you find any of the victim's blood on the bomb? That would be decisive proof. Not too bad. The bomb is blown to bits. It's gone. For good. Boom. Game over. Ugh. Mr. Wright, is there really nothing on this bomb in the photo?
Yeah, it's smacked, it's broken. I don't see any blood or anything. Wait, the timer display is a bit broken there. Maybe it broke when it made contact with Detective Armor's head. That's a distinct possibility. But unless we can find argument with the victim's blood on it, it's not going to count.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, I guess that doesn't really help us. By setting off the bomb, Mr. Tonate managed to obliterate any trace of the murder weapon. What in the world do I do now? Sit on your ass the whole day? I don't know. At times like this, I got to change gears and look things in a different way. Instead of looking for the things he wasn't able to hide, I should be looking for a way to expose the things he did hide. Basically the stone. Ted Tonate murdered his armor before the trial started. Then he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off. Which means there was something he needed to keep hidden until then. And I think I just might have the thing. Time to present a photo that shows exactly what Mr. Tonate had to hide. This? No. We needed to hide the stone with the R on it. No! Well, I'm stupid. He needed to hide the body, right? Can I? Yeah, here we go. There we go. Your Honor, there is something we have been overlooking. If the murder took place before the trial, then Mr. Tonate would have hid the body somewhere during the trial.
Hey, you're right. And we can figure out where that hiding place was.
Exactly, we might be able to find some evidence we can pin him down with. So, where could... yeah. The only thing... Wait, a box big enough for a body. A box that was in the courtroom the whole time. A box nobody would touch if they thought there was a bomb in it. Yes, because he did tell us that himself. No one is allowed to touch it except for him. Not even move it. What is it? Do you finally have some decisive evidence to show me? Nope. You're the one that's going to show it to me. Come, again. You heard me. Now, show me what's inside that bomb transport case.
What? Why? No, there is no need.
Got him now. Just before the trial, you kill the victim with a blunt object, and then you place her body in the ruins of the courtroom after the bomb went off. Clearly, you were trying to make it look like she died in the explosion. But where was the body hidden during the trial? No, I hadn't thought of that. The answer is right here, inside a box made of thick alloy plating that can withstand any impact. No, that's completely false. If it is false, you could have no objection showing us your transport case. So let's open it and take a look inside, shall we? Oh. Who's saying hold it? It must be Tonate, right?
Let's not. Not if you value your life.
What's he up to now?
Remaining calm and listen carefully. This bomb will detonate in 5 minutes.
What?
Huh? I repeat, this HH3000 will detonate in 5 minutes.
What's going on?
Your Honor, I recommend you adjourn this trial before this bomb goes off.
Mr. Tonate, are you threatening me?
I am the only one who can disable this bomb. If you do not want to die, your only option is to listen to me. But Mr. Tonate, did you say that just a trading model? A fake to practice on? I did, but I also lied. This is the real deal. This is the HH3000.
But the HH3000 was used to blow up courtroom 4, wasn't it?
How do you know it was the real HH3000 that blew up the courtroom? The bomb that blew up the courtroom was different one that I made.
What? That... Are we to take as a confession on your part?
Take it any way you would like. Just before the trial, I took the H3000 out of the stuffed animal and put in my own bomb into it. That was the bomb that exploded and destroyed courtroom number 4. Mr. Tonate, please, be reasonable. Do you really expect us to believe a crazy story like that? The HA3000 is so unique. I had never seen anything like it. It is so unique that I could not replicate the detonation mechanism, so I just had to have it. Besides, did anyone look inside the stuffed animal during the trial? Did anyone check to see if it really was the HH3000 in there?
Yeah, I must confess, no one opened the stuffed animal to check.
Yeah, so there really is a possibility that a bomb was switched out. No, not a possibility. Certainly it did it.
Depends on. Show us the timer. If the timer is broken, yeah, everyone run for your life. If not, it's not the real bomb.
You had better get out of here. While you can, you do not have much time.
Get the order in the court, everybody! Everyone is just running. Yeah, except for us.
You 4 are still here. Well, aren't you brave?
I just wouldn't do for the judge proceedings over this courtroom. It just wouldn't do for the judge to proceeding over this court to run. But that horrible explosion the other day. It just looks like he's about to book it for the nearest exit any second. As for Mr. Payne,
that is...
he is booking it. And he's off.
Mr. Wright, what do we do?
It's pretty pathetic to run now, wouldn't it?
But the bomb might just really go off.
Yeah, look at the timer, it's not broken.
Only 3 more minutes, folks.
It's not. What should I do? Stand my ground. I can't run now. Well, it's been fun. I will be going now. With my dear HH3000 naturally. Oh, and by the way, I would advise against having me followed. Even with no remote switch, this bomb can still be triggered manually. If I think I'm being followed, I will detonate it on the spot. He will basically blow himself up. Farewell.
Hold it!
Oh, you're not going anywhere, Ted Tonate. Oh, Your Honor, there is no reason to be afraid. That bomb is fake. Are you sure, Mr. Wright? More of your famous bluffing, even at the risk of your own life. Mr. Wright, none of your bluffing now, at a time like this. Lives are on the line here. I'm not bluffing, and I have proof. But you do? Yes, of course, Your Honor. It's right here in the photo of the bomb, clear as day. Proof that Mr. Tony's bomb is not the real HA3000. Really? Then out with it then, immediately. Where's the proof that Mr. Tonate is holding is not the real HA3000? This thing.
Take that!
The display of the timer on the bomb in photo is broken. Most likely it broke when Mr. Tonate used the bomb to attack Detective Arm. But the display on the bomb in front of us is not broken. No. Oh, you're right! Therefore, it's not the real HH3000. Mr. Tonate was clearly lying when he said he switched out the bomb to the stuffed animal. The real HH3000 blew up in the courtroom number 4. This bomb is nothing more than a fake. A model used for training purpose. Who's the bomb expert now, mate? Fear not, Your Honor. I will examine the inside of the bomb transport case myself. Yes, please do that, Mr. Wright. Yes, there we have it, the blood. What is that? Is that a blood stain? Just as expected. Your lies have all been blown to bits, Mr. Tonate. I'm confident the DNA analysis on this bloodstain will confirm that it's Detective Arm's blood. And that those results will conclusively prove that you murdered Detective Arm. Is he gonna freak out again? How about Mr. Tonate? Think you can dismantle this decisive evidence? Dismantle it? You're too late. You missed your chance to run, and now you're out of time. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's my mother. I'm just gonna take this a bit quick. There you go. I'm back again. Yeah, so my mother is basically on work vacation. She's basically taking care of a person, and they are right now in Varberg, just having a little vacation with her, together with her co-workers. So she just wanted to call and just check how it goes. And she just called my sister as well, because she wanted to talk to her as well. Don't try to threaten us, Mr. Tonite. I've already proven your bomb is a fake.
It's real. The bomb is a real thing, I tell you. It's real.
I'm not gonna try to do the laugh. It's gonna be absolutely just destroy my throat. Mad bomber party for one.
There's no time left. It's going to blow. I have to disarm it. I have to take it apart. I can dismantle anything. I can take apart evidence. I can take apart bombs. I can dismantle it all.
And that's a way of doing. I'm not gonna try to do voice for that. How far up go those things? Oh, that's a way of actually disarming a bomb. Smacking your glasses on it. Oh. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he failed apparently. I love he could take it out apart in a few seconds, but he panicked so much his only thing to do was to smack the thing with either his chin or his glasses. I think it was his glasses.
It's all over. My life has been blown to pieces. It's all that stupid woman's fault. I was selling the bombs to dismantle on the black market. Now when I tried to take this one, she just had to notice, didn't she? She confronted me in the quadroom number 4 that day. That's why. That's why I had no choice. Before I knew it, I was doing it. I hit her. It is all her fault. While I was looking for a place to hide her body, she left a message in her own blood. The trial was about to start and I didn't have time to clean it up. And now all this. I thought for sure I could disguise her death with an explosion. Then that stupid defense authority started sticking his nose into my business. After my testimony yesterday, I went to courtroom number 4 and I found that kid all up in my blood transport case. That is when I snuck up behind him and BAM! And when the idiot police arrested that little girl, I thought for sure I could pin it all on her. Why? Oh, why? Also, his eyes looks weird. Donate. You are hereby under arrest on suspicion of the courtroom bombing and assault on Mr. Justice. Suspicion? He literally just told us. That's not suspicious. That's clear as... I don't know what it's called. Your innocence or guilt will be determined at a later trial. Okay, fair enough. Now then, I see that a member of the public have returned to the gallery. One person, however, seems to still be running far, far away. Be that as may. I will now announce Mr. Juniper Wood's verdict. Whoa, we made it! Yeah, the people are back. He is gone. He just bolted it out of the door. The court is adjourned. Alright, let's go.
Holy shit, it was a slow text. You did it, boss. Yeah, I guess we managed to pull it off somehow. So many mysteries cleared up all at once. It was amazing. It just sort of worked out that way, didn't it? That's not the kind of thing that usually just works out. You made it happen. And the way that mean old prosecutor hightailed it out of here, that was great.
Mr. Wright, Athena, thank you for everything you did for me.
I'm so happy for you, Junie. Now we can go back home to the forest in peace.
I hope the both of you will come and visit me there sometimes.
It's actually kind of fun. This is not the last time we're gonna see her. There is actually another time we're gonna see her. That would be nice. Thank you for the invitation. I don't know, Mr. Wright. Or, I don't know, Mr. Wright. I'm not sure you could make it all the way up to Junie's house. How high up do you live again, Junie?
Around 3,000 feet, I think.
Jesus! What? That's no forest, that's a mountain. But, you know, boss, there is something that still bothers me about the case. One little mystery we never got around to solve. Oh, that. Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Oh, bollocks. Unsolved mystery. Oh! The missing remote switch. The remote switch, right? Yeah, I wonder where it disappeared to. Maybe Mr. Tony just got rid of it somewhere. Yeah. It is a pretty big thing to leave unsolved, though. Well, let's leave it up to the police to find. Fucking brilliant. For now, we should just celebrate our not guilty verdict. I guess you're right. Hey, I know, Junie. Shall we go report the good news? You know, to that certain someone.
Okay.
Huh? A grandmother? Where did that come from? Like, huh? Do you mean your grandmother? Like, what are you talking about?
No, silly, to Apollo.
Oh, right. Well, why don't you all go to a hospital together and see him? Great idea. I'd bet he'd be bored of out of his mind.
Okay.
And so, the courtroom bombing case came to a close. But the next trial was just over the horizon. There's never a dull moment with so many lawyers in the office, that's for sure. Apollo Justice, Athena Sykes, and me, Phoenix Wright. Don't forget the... Why did I forget her name? What's her name? The Magician! God, why did I forget the name? I've not played this game for 2 weeks. Trucy, that's the name. Between the three of us, there is no case we can't solve. When our powers combine, we are an unstoppable team. At least that's how I want to believe it. Well, technically, we all are 3 experts in things. I don't know if he still has it, because technically someone need to recharge it, but he had his Magatama, which was technically a mystical power. We did talk last time that technically Apollo's power is in a sense something that can happen. It's just, it's kind of like hyper realistic, if we say so. Like, he's capable of sensing people's nerve thing, like when they're getting tense, and his body tense up when that happens. And it's like, it's a bit too much in a sense that no human being should be able to just do that without not even noticing. And Athena Sykes basically can hear people's emotion with how they react and stuff, which that's not really a power, but they all have special things to do. Which I kind of like they have a little special team there. One can see lies, one can see their true meaning of their words, and one basically just unlock the truth. But all of that changed with what Apollo said to us that day. It was something that would put my faith in us to the ultimate test. Write Anything Agency. And if I'm not mistaken, it still looks like a mess. Oh.
Sorry, but I'll be taking a leave of absence.
Wait, what do you mean by a leave?
Can you at least give me a reason why? I can only say that this is something I must settle on my own.
And I still am kind of disturbed that those two does not know their brother and sisters. Wait, which case was that then? Because I know there's a case when you basically play as.
Why are you shutting us out?
Oh wait, okay, so I think I kind of understand. This is not like in many of the other games where we begin a test case and continues on. This is in the middle of things. Because I know, for example, that Apollo has. There is a case where Apollo meet Athena. Ever since you put that jacket on, you've changed. And now, for whatever reason, all my mind keeps doing is returning to the day I first met you. Ah, this is the first case I'm talking about. We had tackled our first case together, he and I, this past spring. And as we did, I came to know who he is and how he thinks. It was a very peculiar case, one in which the victim was killed by a mythical creature. And we're gonna continue with that because it's only 8 o'clock. I still have 2 hours left. It's been a good stream today. But yeah, so like that was I kind of forget. This was not like before everything. That is like in the middle of everything. Because now we're gonna go to the first real case. The monstrous turnabout. Which is kind of like a backstory, if we say so. Also, do love that they actually added animations to this game.
Long, long ago, the nine-tailed fox defeated the evil Tenmataro and sealed the fallen demon away. To this day, it is said that he slumbers even still within the forbidden chamber.
They slumber outside of the chamber.
Night, night, Alderman. Sweet dreams.
I just realized, did you always like see who killed people in the other games, or is it just that you saw it in this
The
one?
revival of Tenmataro is at hand.
Or is it just this one? I'm trying to remember, because I feel like many of them was that you did not see it. So why did you see it now? Yeah, I don't know. I still love this game anyway. I just realized, like, you actually saw the murder here. And this place still looks like a mess. But the hat is not on his head anymore, it's actually up there. I guess I'm a little early.
Oh, hey, Apollo. Getting the early start today.
Yeah, this is the first job I've had in a while after all.
Well, aren't we fired up?
Well, it's not every day I get a call from Mr. Wright. What kind of work at it anyway? Mr. Wright didn't mention any details.
Work? Is that how he put it?
Don't tell me he just wants to clean the toilet again.
You really become a fixture around here, Apollo.
Come to think of it, it's been almost a year since I was hired. Oh shit! So technically, it was a year ago we played the last game. No, wait a second. He got hired in the first case. There are a few months in between, so I would say the last game. No, wait, not month. We thought of everything that happened. I guess it must have been mostly like a few weeks or some month, just a few months. So technically, it's gone up to a year from the end of the first game to just 6 months. A lot have happened since then, but I've settled in nicely despite of a few bumps in the road. My name is Apollo Justice. I've been practicing law for about a year. But I still have a lot to learn. This is the right anything agency. And it's where I work. Don't let the name fool you. It's definitely a law agency.
But don't forget that this place is also a talent agency too, Polo.
It's the law agency part of the office that's usually forgotten. This is Trucy Wright, a budding magician, and adopted daughter of the agency's owner, Phoenix Wright. She sometimes makes me help her with magic tricks.
And what's wrong with that? You're one of the agent's talents as well.
I was under the impression I was a lawyer. Now I have an impression that I am... It's warm in here, and soggy.
Oh, we better hurry. Doesn't look like Daddy's gonna make it, so let's get going.
Where are we going? What about the job you mentioned?
This is the job, Polly. You're supposed to keep me company today. Now, come on.
Another day of not being a lawyer. I should have seen this coming.
Well, this is the right anything agency, you know. And there's no law-related work in the moment, so...
Tell me again why I choose to work here. Where is Mr. Wright anyway?
Daddy says something about going to meet an acquaintance. But don't worry, just focus on your job and I'll tell you exactly what you need to know. Well, let's go. We don't have all day.
Wait a second. Another day of anything goes begins at the right anything agency. Whoopie-doo! Nine-Tails Vale. Souvenirs, nice. Nine-Tails Vale, Yokai Lane. Oh, I love the name, Yokai Lane. You know exactly what they are advertising here, don't you? Phew. So, what are we doing all the way up here in the mountains?
This is now 19 Vales. Everyone's been talking about the yokai craze here.
Yokai? Oh, you mean the Japanese monsters? Because that explains all these weird things. Speaking of which, wasn't Nine-Tails Vale founded by Japanese immigrants?
Yeah, they're holding a festival to boost the tourism over the Alderman's Manor. My friend who works there invited us. That's why we're here.
In other words, I'm your chaperone because your dad was too busy.
Daddy said that this was one of those... Daddy said with those horns of yours, you'd make a great addition to their festivals. I mean, look at you, just like a Japanese demon. Wasn't that so thoughtful of you, Polly?
I could do without thoughtfulness like that, thank you very much.
Oh, it's almost time. Come on, Polly. The festival ground is this way.
Alright, guess it's time to move to Hubie Manor Garden. Well, I love it like, oh, I tried to do that. Because we haven't moved yet in this game. Oh shit, I completely forgot this is how it looks like now. Nice garden, though.
Wow, this place is really something. It definitely feels like a different world here.
Not gonna do a voice, but I think I know who it is. I was right. I know no one believes me because I didn't say who, but who should I say who when I don't know the name of her? I only knew that it was her friend, basically the servant here, I think.
Jinxie!
And this is...
Oh, my friend Jinxie. Jinxie Tenma.
Tenma. Alright, I just realized there is actually a VTuber called Tenma. Wait, I know I recognize the name, but I can't remember how they looked like. Hold on, let me just search this up, because now I just need to figure this out. Who was that? Oh, her! Alright, now I remember, yes. Okay, now I remember. Also, does Tenma has a meaning? We thought of Jinxie base... Okay, to put something simply. She's kind of like bad luck driven, so yes, Jinxie. Does Tenma has meaning? Oh, in Japanese. Does that mean something? Ah, apparently it means witch, demon, or evil spirit. Oh, apparently Tianma or heavenly. No, that's not the same thing. I guess it depends on, I guess. No, then we also have, no, Tenmei. We also have the Nengu Tenmei, which means heavenly radiance. The kanji means dawn or daybreak. Okay. Okay. I am kind of confused. There are so many here. What does Brut Tenma mean in Japanese? Uma horse. Okay, so apparently that has so many different meanings. I think. I am so uncertain, actually. The first thing I get up is basically from a Nihego Master. Apparently the service there is unavailable. That's interesting. Or dawn, apparently it means as well. Anyone has a good translation? Because I can't actually find something I can trust because there's so many of them. Or it might be that everything here is actually right and there's so many of them. But I kind of like the first one. Which demon or evil spirit? With thought of actually how she looks, wouldn't surprise me if it says if it means witch. Unlucky witch. Because trust me, you're gonna notice what I mean after just a moment. She just happens to be a maid here.
Two horns. A love of red. Are you a demon?
No, I'm Apollo Justice. Nice.
He is a demon.
What the? Do you see what I mean? She's a witch. Basically, she's trying to banish me. She's an unlucky witch. So I'm guessing the first one kind of makes most sense. Also, I love each time it talks, this thing actually moves.
Be gone, you foul beast. Heh, you look great, Polo.
Fills in some of that space on your forehead. That was a backhand if nothing. What is this thing?
It's a warding charm. Dixie puts them on all the monsters she finds.
But I'm not a monster.
Maybe I should have told her you're a good demon.
Or could you just say I'm human?
The red demon, an emissary of the underworld.
I'm trying to like kind of get monotone with her, but it's kind of difficult. Can I take this off now?
So you can eat me.
I'm not going to eat you.
Forgive me, oh terrible one.
Tone down your course of steel, Apollo. You're scaring her off with scaring her out of her wits. Don't worry, I'm already full.
Please stay that way.
Great, now I'm playing along too. So I wanted to ask you about Ninetales Veil.
Be gone, foul demon.
Also, I know she's kind of screaming, but I can't really do that kind of voice and screaming at the same time. I kind of make him sound monotone or like, not depressed, because she doesn't seem depressed. She just mostly just looks tired.
Looks like you've been demonized, Polo. Literally.
I'm starting to wonder if I'm a demon myself.
Yeah, please, don't eat me. I have food if you're hungry.
This isn't working. We won't get anything out of her until we set the record straight.
If only we had some way to prove you're not as scary as you look.
Ouch, unnecessary roughness. Looks like I have to present some proof. Prove that I'm 100% human. Blood test? I don't know. Well, this is the only thing I have. I wanted to show you this. What is that? It's my attorney badge. Also, I just realized each time I quiet, I'm like leaning my head forward so you can hear her better. It's my attorney badge, you see? I'm not a demon, I'm a lawyer. Really? You're a lawyer? Maybe now she'll stop calling me demon. Does it protect you from Enmadaio's judgment? Who's Enmadaio? I read somewhere that he's the demon lord who judges the dead for their sins. Oh, I think I know. She thinks you're a demon lawyer from Hell, Polly. Can I go back to please just being a normal demon? I do love he didn't even try to like. Can I not just be a normal lawyer? He goes to. Can I not just be a normal demon? Please don't boil me. Oh, it was her. Please don't boil me in scalding cauldron. I prefer a Turkish bath if possible. Turkish bath? Isn't that one that more sauna than bath? Don't worry, Jinxie. He's a good demon. He'll save you if you ever get astray. Please meet the demon, sir. I have mercy on my soul. I told you, I'm not a demon. And Trucy, you're making things worse. Ah! Just leave that Enmadaio to me. Isn't that great, Jinxie? Uh-huh. I'm no longer scared to cross into the afterlife. Will someone tell these two I'm human already? At least one of them. The other one should already know, but I'm starting to wonder. So, Jinxie, I hear this village is the epicenter of the monster craze. Also, I'm kind of curious. Has it actually gone like 1 year? No, not really. She was 16 in the other game, so half a year ago. So he said he started working as a lawyer a year ago. Which means like... Anyway, this is kinda still the same year as the last game. Barely anyone had ever heard of it before, but now it's packed with tourists. Really? So the monster craze is the reason behind today's festival? It was the alderman's idea, but I'd be careful if I were you. There is lots of yokai girl prowling about Ninetail's Vale. Prowling about? You mean like wild animals or something? Uh-huh. And they're hungry too. Man-eating monsters, and they're all over the place. Uh-huh. In fact, there was one at the manor yesterday. I heard the doorbell ring, but when I opened the door, nobody was there. It was a ding-dong demon. Oh, right, it was his, not his. It was the ding-dong demon. How else could I explain it? Well, when I was a kid, my friends used to play this prank called Ding Dong Ditch. Well, that doesn't prove yokai aren't real. There are even some here at the manor. The demon Tenmataro. He's imprisoned in the Forbidden Chamber. Tenmataro? The Forbidden Chamber? About that yokai you said was imprisoned here at the manor. Is it true? Uh-huh. He's a super evil demon named Tenmataro. Wait, her name is Tenma. Oh, okay, so I'm starting to figure out that the whole demon Tenma and thing with like witch demon and thing is actually the thing. I'm pretty certain the first translation of what Tenma means, which is witch demon or evil spirit, is the true thing. Well, what about that? Fair enough. That was... now I at least managed to figure that out. I'm kinda happy about that. Here, take a look at this scroll. Nice. Tenmataro is the dark demon you see here. He's super evil and super scary. So that's a yokai in prison in the Forbidden Chamber.
Uh-huh. He was defeated by the village guardian yokai, the nine-tailed fox, and locked away forever.
So you're saying that Tenmataro is still... I still love that they have the same name. Also, I just realized that does make sense with what's gonna happen later on. I played this so long ago that apparently I did not understand the similarities of things that I realized today. So you're saying that Tenmataro is still trapped inside the Forbidden Chamber?
Uh-huh. But he's just biding his time until he can escape. Still, we should be perfectly safe. Because there's a really powerful sealing charm on the door, keeping it shut tight.
What a chamber security system.
You can keep the scroll if you want. The older man gave me this, but just the holding it gives me chills, so...
Oh, thanks, Jinxie. Maybe I'll give this to Mr. Right. He loves weird shit. Why else would you take me in? So, I was wondering, are those things on your forehead also warding charms, Wayne Jinxie?
Yes, they prevent evil things from getting inside me. And Papa told me to wear them.
Evil things? Apollo, you dare take those charms off her forehead. They have to stay there forever. Got it? I'm pretty certain someone just did tic-tac-toe on their forehead and she just put them there to hide it. Yeah, I wonder what would happen if I did take them off.
It's time for me to get back to work. Oh, thanks for inviting us, Jinxie. You're welcome. Oh, and before I forget, there's going to be a surprise event today. Even I don't know what to expect, but it's sure to be fun.
Better not be a yokai parade. You'd probably drop dead from fright. The... demon. Oh, wait. It's just someone in a suit, right?
Tenmataro.
Tenmataro? The demon from the Forbidden Chamber.
Please don't hurt me. Be gone, be gone. Better watch out, little girl. I'll snatch you away. Chom, 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 chom. Where's that die and go to heaven, chom?
No. She put it on her own forehead this time. She sure gives up quick. Why is everyone hiding their faces?
Hey, you there.
You mustn't stare at Tenmataro like that, lawyer. Lower your eyes. He'll steal your soul if you're not careful. Steal my soul? Seriously? Your devilry stops here now, Tenmataro. I just made a voice. I should have made a voice. No, it's been not until I can know who the hell it is.
Look, Apollo, there's someone up on the roof.
That booming laugh. Oh, that booming laugh. Could it be? My 9 golden tails. That kind of just sounds like the goddamn judge. Hold on. Yeah, my 9 golden tails. That's still... Why can't I only make the judge voice when I do that kind of thing? Hold on, I'm trying to find something here. I can't really do it. I'm trying to find a voice because I think I know who this is. And because of that, I'm trying to find a good way to do his voice. I don't know. Fuck, this is gonna be difficult. Why is it so difficult to find a voice for this guy? With my band of 100 minions, I vanquish evil from the land. I am the restless of why you just disappeared from sky. The Golden Lord of Yokai. The amazing Ninetales is here. I'm gonna do this voice. I can't find another voice. Fear not, little boys and girls, for I shall defeat Tenmataro. Up to you no good tricks again, eh, Tenma? Well, on my watch. I guess this was the event. There is nothing to fear now, my child. I have banished Tenmataro. You and your people can now live in peace.
Thank you, Mr. Ninetales, sir.
Now, I must be off. Another match and another foe to vanquish. I think I remember who this guy is. That's why I'm trying to find a voice for him. What was that all about? Did that wrestler just chase off a yokai? Looked like he came out of the Alderman's mansion.
That was the amazing Ninetales. He's a pro wrestler from right here in Ninetales Vale. But no one knows his true identity.
I think she should have been cheaper all of a sudden. Are you sure? He kinda looks the same to me. What was that all about, him banishing Tenmataro?
That was a yokai exorcism. It's an annual rite where Tenmataro is released, to remind us of his wickedness. In the end, the Nine-Tailed Fox drives Tenmataro out and purifies a village. But the amazing Ninetales did the honors this year.
So that was the big surprise, huh? The amazing Ninetales and the Tenmataro, huh? Well, whatever floats her boat.
Oh, would you look at the time? I better get back to work. Please, excuse me. She's a strange one, all right?
Wait, who was that? Was that me? Oh, it was me. I did the wrong voice.
I think she's sweet in her own special way.
Knowing Trucy, she probably has a lot of friends who are sweet in their own way.
Well, we still have some time to kill. Might as well see the rest of Ninetales Vale while we're here.
The fun never stops, does it? I guess even though he says fun, I'm guessing he's kind of bored.
Ah. I think I brought nearly every yokai souvenir I had was for sale.
I know, because my wallet is running on empty. That's kind of me when I actually went to the Lego convention, or I felt like it would be.
What's with all the commotion over there?
Hey, isn't that your friend Jinxie? I hope everything is okay.
It's terrible. Calm down, Jinxie. Tell us what happened. The demon Tenmataro. He killed Alderman Kyubi.
What? Wait, killed as in dead?
Yes, and Tenmataro did it.
Tenmataro. You stay here while I go and have a look.
Please, wait.
Ow!
It's a Tenmataro warding charm. It should protect you. Please, be careful. The Alderman is in the fox chamber at the top of the main staircase.
Okay, got it. I love that you just smacked that on my forehead. She's really like afraid of everything. Oh damn, there's a lot of feathers around. Yeah, he's definitely dead. Is this the first time you see a crime scene? It cannot be. I've played your games like 3 of your games before, or 3 cases with you before.
Help! Someone call an ambulance!
The police arrived soon after after that, at which point they returned to the festival grounds. Apparently, the main man impaled by the spear was already dead. But there was one other person there, and he was immediately rushed to the hospital. April 17, Cuban Manor Garden. Oh, thank goodness the other man was going to be fine. Sounds like he had only been unconscious.
You think Jinxie is going to be okay?
Surely she'll be back to her old self in no time. At least, she's calm enough for the police to question her for now. And I'd sure love to know what crazy animal left those feathers and tracks.
Oh, look, here comes Jinxie. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Mr. Demon Lawyer.
Hiya. Feeling any better? I was wondering if you're up to filling us in what happened. So, the man with the spear in his chest was already dead.
Uh-huh. It was Alderman Kyubi. When I found him, he was already...
So the victim was the village alderman. And who was the one who was found alive? Who was he?
Damien Tenma. He is the mayor of the neighboring city, Tenma Town. They arrested him.
So, he's the killer.
No, Papa didn't kill anyone.
Papa? As in, your father?
That's right. Jinx's dad is mayor of Tenma Town.
No way. I kind of love, like, love and love. Like, the funny part is, he is the... what was it called? Hold on. Mayor, that's the name. I don't forgot about the name and mayor thing. So basically, he is the mayor of a neighborhood town. And she works as a servant in this town, in this household. Kinda interesting in a sense.
Yeah, yes, way. But he is innocent.
This is just going to be more complicated. The victim was an alderman of Ninetails Vale, and Jinx's father, the mayor of Tenma Town, was arrested for the crime. Sounds like he has some investigating to do.
I know this is difficult, Jinxie, but you need to hang in there. I know. I'll try my best.
Would you mind telling me a little more about the victim? So, the victim was the village alderman. What can you tell me about him?
His name was Rex Kyubi. They say his family has ties to the legendary Nine-Tailed Fox. He was really kind and he always looked out for me. He was a former pro wrestler and even heard he knew the amazing Nine Tails.
A former pro wrestler, huh? That's something to keep in mind. With your father being mayor and all, I guess you're originally from Tenma Town, huh? So then, why did you come to work here?
It was to overcome your fears, right, Jinxie?
Uh-huh.
Plus, Mama was from Ninetails Vale, though she's no longer with us. She loved these flowers. I always wanted to live where the Ninetails flower grew.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice, cool, actually. Nice flower.
Wow, what a beautiful flower! And with exactly 9 petals, too! Just looking at them gives me courage, even when I'm scared of yokai.
Cool. Jinxie, when you first told us what happened, you said the killer was a demon.
Uh-huh. The warding charm on the forbidden chamber door. It's been removed.
The forbidden chamber door. Yeah, the big-ass door in the middle of everything. That big door was barred shut. There was no charm on it when I checked it out, so I guess it was removed by someone.
That's how Tenmataro escaped.
Oh, that was the wrong person.
Oh. But when I tried and remember what happened, it all goes fuzzy. Jeez, you should get some rest. You've been through a lot today.
Between the warding charm being removed and the black feathers on weird tracks, but I could see how some superstitious people might think there's demon was the killer.
Apollo, maybe this is your chance.
Chance for what?
To do the right thing and defend Jinx's dad in court.
Me? What? Wouldn't a man like Mayo Tenma have access to more experienced lawyers? Oh, this soggy weather. Oh, I'm not joking. Like, I'm pretty certain it's about 90% humidity. The air is nothing but water.
You wanna know what detectives said? I doubt there was a lawyer who could not get a not guilty verdict in this one.
Sounds like they're expecting an open and shut case.
Don't worry, Jinxie. If anyone can prove your dad is innocent, it's Polly.
What?
You'll accept the case, won't you, Polly? Oh, it's all over, isn't it? I'll be all alone for the rest of my life.
Alright, Jinxie's already lost her mother. Alright, Jinxie, leave your father's defense to me.
At the boy, Polly. You're going to help Papa, Mr. Demon Lawyer?
Yep, because that's what a lawyer do. Plus, no toilet cleaning for a while. Hahaha. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure your father walks away free, man.
Thank you, Mr. Demon Lawyer. I can tell you're one of the good ones. Red demons are usually so mean.
It's been a while, but I'll be fine. Better not, here comes justice. Guess I had to go and meet my new client. But before I forget, better join it down on my notebook.
Hey Apollo, what's the notebook for?
Oh, I just thought I should jot down some stuff for the case. Oh, case briefing. And so I don't misplace them, I'm putting my notes in the court records. I guess we could call a to-do list.
Oh, sounds handy.
To read my notes, I just open the court records with... Oh, cool. Nice. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't have that before.
Oh, I almost forgot. So, about Jinx's father. No matter how scary he seems, promise me you'll resist the urge to run away.
Wait, what?
His angry glare can paralyze you with fear. And some claims he can even shoot laser beam from his eyes. Well, maybe Papa isn't really that scary.
A paralyzing stare. Laser beam from his eyes. This sounds like some kind of monster.
I think about time to see Jinxie off. I'll head back to the office after I'm done.
Oh, okay, thanks. Alright, let's go to the detention center then. Oh, visiting hours. Perfect timing. Hope it's not as scary as it sounds. Who are you? Yeah, so you're Damon Tenma, right? I'm Apollo Justice, the attorney at law. I'm here to help. Let me out of here. Sorry, I'll get a little loud sometimes. Oh, incredibly rude. Sorry, did I do something to offend you? A visitor when all others shun me like a common criminal. But here I am with nothing to offer. I am the epitome of rudeness. Wait, so he wasn't mad at me? I, worthy as I am, Damien Tenma, shall breach these walls so that I may treat my benefactor to some tea and some cookies too. No, wait, we can do the tea and cookies after we prove your innocence. How about start you telling me what happened? Well, I see. So tea and cookies, wait, can they? Phew, that was a close. We need to jailbreak added to the list of charges. Also, look at all those charms, damn. Seems like a good guy, but with a face like that, I can see why he's misunderstood. Reason for arrest. Mayor Telma, do you mind if I ask why you were arrested? Fuck, are we all screaming together? Sorry, I guess sometimes are better left unsaid. Ah, excuse me. To think a public paragon such as I treated like this. This arrest should have never happened. Go on. I fear the ill effects will have on your youth. No, I have no choice. I must leave here at once, if only to protect the moral fiber of your youth. Nope, wait. You can protect the moral fiber of our youth after we're done clearing your not guilt. I suppose you're right. I'm trying to find something that doesn't sound like a judge, which is kind of difficult for me. My fingerprints were on the spear that killed Alderman Kyubi. That's why I was arrested. Your prints were on the murder weapon. That's never good. Any idea how they got there? None. For I hardly remember a thing. I was fast asleep at the time. Someone must have slipped me a sleeping pill. Or something. What's worse, someone clubbed me on the head. I see. I died induced slumber and a blow to the head. No wonder you hardly remember a thing. Oh. Was that some kind of strange laugh? Well, I think I can safely assume your prints were planted on while you were unconscious. What did the police have on you as far as the motive is concerned? Truth to be told, there's been a bit of trouble between Alderman and I as of late. No, was it personal in nature? Nothing like that. It's a long story. But suffice to say, I have been pushing to merge Ninetales Vale with Tenma. Surrender Ninetale Vale to Tenma now. That's what I told him. I'd like to tell you to stop shouting like that, but I am too scared. The motive the police have to establish for the Alderman's murder. Indeed it is. After all, Alderman Kyubi was dead set against a municipal merger. And that's why I think you killed him. He was in your way. Ah! Curses! Major Tenma, are you okay? Jinxie, forgive me. I've never meant to worry you like this. It'll work out fine, just leave it to me. If only it really were that easy, I don't even know where to start. Thank you for meeting me with me, Mr. Mayor Tenma. Please wait, my daughter Jinxie. Yes? She already lost her mother. Now with me being held here, I'll fear she'll be terribly lonely. I hesitate to ask, but I beg of you, be a friend to her in her time of need. And leave it to me, Truce, and I will look out for your daughter. I shall rest a little easier then. You know, you remind me of someone, of the new friends Jinxie has been talking about. New friends? Yes. It seems she made some new friends and she started working in Nine-Tailed Bay. They're quite the unusual bunch, too. There's a lady with an exceptionally long neck, a young lad with an incredibly long tongue, and many others interesting characters. Friends? Sounds more like a bunch of monsters to me. Now, if you would excuse me, it appears my time is up. I think that sounds better for him. Not like, oh, this kind of voice, but like, this kind of voice. Still like, it's, I don't know, ragged, I think. Still, I'm glad he didn't turn out to be as scary as he looks. A call? Oh, it's Mr. Wright. Is this Laminor's song from the last game? Yeah, it is. I think it is. Justice here. Yeah, Apollo. Is that you? Oh, Mr. Wright. What can I do for you? Well, Teresa told me you're taking a new case. Oh, that. It was kind of spur of the moment. He's actually calling me about a case? But that's fine. I have a favor to ask. Sure, what is it? I'm at the airport right now. There was someone I had to meet. A new addition to the agency, actually. Her name is Athena Sykes, and she's just past the bar. Oh, that's right. I remember hearing about her coming to join us. Guess that was today. She took off as soon as I told her you need help with the case. Oh, Nate! Thank you so much for the raid. Hi, Nate. How are you? What have you been up to? Hold on. We're gonna do an S2 for you. I was gonna have to remember. Why can't... Oh, it starts with... I want to say Nate, so I start with Nate first. How did your stream go? What was it for something? Hi, Hita! Welcome to stream. Yeah, right, Sims 4. I remember I checked on the Discord, you were playing that. Simpy, fair enough, actually. I want to do this as well. Because both of you are wonderful beings. Especially together. There you go. Eating at the moment. Ooh, fair enough. I hope you're having something wonderful to eat. Pokemon Unite. Ooh, it's kind of fun. Be lurking. No problem at all. I've been playing some Pokemon Unite, but I haven't played it for at least half a month or something. But simping. Yeah, I did see you were actually playing Sims... What was it? Sims 2? Yeah, Sims 2. I also liked playing Sims 2, especially when I was a kid. I remember like making magic or something when I basically was just creating potions and shit and traveled to the magical realm. It's kind of sad they don't have that kind of much things. Sims 2 and 3 is better than 4 anyway. I kind of agree in a sense. I have Sims 4 and I have one upgrade for Sims 4. But I don't know, like if there was something special with Sims 2. I don't think I played the third one though. But I can absolutely agree, like Sims 2 is definitely a good one. The only one I remember is Magic, basically. We also, I probably have Sims to have Sims Story. That's something I completely have forgotten. Oh, I remember. I don't know why, but that just unlocked a memory. I think we have like Sims 2 or Sims 3 Shipwreck. I think 4 more of free play. Yeah, I think 4 more free play and like, you know, like live simulation, like life simulation. They don't have like these too advanced things. I know they have like werewolf, vampire and stuff, but they don't have like these strange mechanics like the second game had with like the making magic stuff. I love that because I think you can like I had like quests and stuff to find things. I had so much fun with that. But yeah, for some reason it just smacked me in the head with like I think it was Sims 2 or 3 with survival, where you're basically stranded on an island and have to survive there. That was a strange deal. Kinda sad EA stopped making decent games. Fair enough, actually. That's absolutely fair enough. Like, I think Sims was one of them. I don't remember what games EA made other than like sport things, which I don't play. And one Harry Potter game I remember, which was the same Chamber of Secrets, which for some reason I did actually enjoy. I'm not really a big Harry Potter fan, but I like that game for some reason. They only tried to make profit out of locked content. Right, that was the thing, was it? That was this thing, that was the people. I forgot it was them or some other company that did that, but yes, now I remember, they are the people that basically is, you can get half a game, but you're gonna have to pay for the full game. Which is absolutely ridiculous. Like, goodness sake. But yeah, now I remember, I know a lot of talk about that. It was like, there was no stopping her. Wait, what? Where is she now? Or buy the DLCs for the full gaming experience. Yeah, definitely. Like, I played a mobile game recently that's kind of like a make your own story kind of thing, where a lot of the content is locked behind paying, but technically you'd still get a full game from it. So that's something they really do wrong, which is basically just, you will get one game, but if you want to get the full ass game, then you're gonna have to just pay Molten for it, which just sucks. Like, I can understand DLCs, as long as it's like side things, not a part of the game. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, probably somewhere in Ninetales Vale by now. That's where that favor I mentioned comes in. Need you to go and need you to find her. I've never even met her before. What does she look like? I shall be a girl in yellow suit, sporting an Attorney's badge. Okay, I'll find her. I don't know what she looks like. You look for yellow and just Attorney's badge. A new addition to the agency, huh? Well, better get back to Ninetales Vale quickly. Oh, wait, I guess here, both the manor and the lane is technically the same area. Ninetale Vale. Oh, here we go. I was just making sure I know who this is, because I have already given a young girl a man's voice in one of the earlier games. So whenever there's a question mark, I'm afraid of doing a voice. I already told you, I'm a lawyer assigned to the case. I need to study the crime scene, so if you would please tell me where QB Manor is. You cannot fool me. You're just some delicate high school student playing hooky. You stupid pig-headed. This is an attorney's badge. This isn't just for show. Well, mostly yellow. I think it was someone like commented last time. It's just kind of like dressed as a Swedish flag. Blue and yellow. With a lot of white as well. Looks like I just found Miss Athena Sykes. Why won't you believe me? Don't expect me to defend you in court if you ever get arrested. Well, I'm the one who usually does the arresting, so... Say, shouldn't you be getting back to school? I already told you, I'm a lawyer, not a student. Oh, that's it. Enough of your lies. You're coming with me. Get your hands off me. Oh, wait. I think I remember something here. Oh, this would happen.
What the?
She is hella strong though for throwing in that far. I'm not gonna lie, for some reason I misremembered and thought she'd basically dropped kick Apollo. Oh, think you can watch out for bystanders next time? Oh, are you okay? I think so, but a police officer is out cold. I am so sorry. I do that when people suddenly grab me. It's like a reflex or something. To be fair, there are actually some people like trying to learn how to do shit like that to defend themselves, so... In a sense, it's a good reflex, fair enough. Reflex sounds more like a felony. You're Athena Sykes, right? Yeah, 2 raids after each other. What in the absolute... Hello, raiders, and welcome to the stream. I'm not gonna lie, I did not see that coming. Hold on, we're gonna do another shout out here for the wonderful Lunari. Hello, everybody. And hello, Alice, as well. Alice? Alice Silver, I guess. Am I saying that right? We actually just got another raid just before from Nate's over here. There we go. 2 wonderful beans. Oh, hold on. I know. Wait, you know? Oh, I guess you've been like lurking or something then if you knew. There we go. Yes, you did play some Fortnite. That was... yes, fair enough actually. Fair enough. But yeah, that's basically what... Gotta go run, I'm avoiding... Oh, no problem, absolutely. I do the same sometimes. When someone plays this game, I've not been there, I do tend to just like lower the screen so I cannot see it. I'm avoiding spoiler for this game series, only finished the first one, but own the first 3. But yeah, no problem. Have a wonderful rest of your time, Alice. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday as well. I don't know why I mix up Tuesday and Thursday sometimes. But how didn't Fortnite go? I hope you had fun. That is basically why I said if I'm free, I would join. And thank you so much for the follow as well, Alice. The tease. Wait, tease? Fortnite ended up being fun, actually. Nice! Wonderful. It's always nice to have a fun stream, because that's when you just feel you're doing the best of streams. Just lots of lag because rendering the game. Fair enough, actually. I can understand that part a lot. But yeah, that's basically what I said before when you talked about playing Fortnite, that I might be able to join in because if I was free. Because I had planned first making my bonsai and then probably this stream. Yeah, Inky ended up falling asleep. That's fair enough, actually. I do hope she has a wonderful rest. But that can definitely happen. I don't think I've ever fallen asleep while gaming. Oh shit, sorry. Yes, pronouns, they. I hope they have a wonderful rest. Sorry, my bad. My brain sometimes have real problems remembering pronouns. I only ended up playing it for a bit because they woke up and wanted to test it on their new PC. It's okay, it happens. Yeah, that's something with me. Like I respect people's pronouns, but my brain has sometimes difficulty remembering which one people want to be called. I will try to play it more in between all the stuff I gotta do. Yeah, I have seen your list. You have so much shit to do. Like, I have a lot smaller list, but it's nothing really planned. It's basically like, oh, when I'm done with this thing, let's just go over that. 60 games. I don't have that many. I don't know where my list is, but I'm pretty certain it's like at least just a dozen or something. And that's on top of my to-do list from goals we reached. Wait, do you mean added together then? That must be it. Because holy crap. Like most of the time, I'm just trying to keep my 3 games, and when I'm done with one, I'm going to the next. If I'm not having like special streams, like either birthday or a game I really want to play. Like, I know I had a special stream with Unicorn Overlord, which I want to continue because it's a great game, but I've yet to do it. Oh, the Write Anything Agency? But yes, I'm not gonna say anything other than good luck with that, absolutely. As long as you enjoy your streams, because that's personally what I think most of whenever I'm streaming. Just the enjoyment of streaming is like making it a stream much better. Especially with oneself. But absolutely. But it's always nice to at least have some backup stuff at least to be doing. As I said, like I have a few games I haven't planned, but whenever I'm done with one game, I can just go over to the next. So I have like some things. I don't think I've seen that emote too much before. Snap heart. That's adorable emote. I love people's emote. I don't think I've noticed that because I'm so used to using your special one. Oh well, it's your special and special, the one I'm used to. Where is it? Oh, I'm trying to find it again. Yeah, I'm so used to actually using this thing. Yeah, that makes sense. It's fairly new. Ah, fair enough. But I love the emote. It's adorable emote. Yeah, I'm used to that one. I don't know why. I just love it. It's one of my favorites now. I'm using it so often. It's a long story, but it is a law office, among other things. Oh, hold on. We have more. Wiggle. Yeah, Wiggle is adorable. Love the Wiggle. Moonlit box. Oh yeah, the grabby one as well. The grab is so goddamn adorable. The gimme. Not shout. Not shout. I'm trying to pronounce their name. It should be Sage. Holy crap, I'm just trying to see all your, like, I just realized, like, who actually made them. But that's something I like with this channel, like, even if people just join in with emotes, I just have to, like, look at them and, like, oh, I just like them. They're just adorable. If I ever had money, I might just commission some people for emotes, but personally, I've just ended up doing my own. Or except for this one. This was gifted for me as a cursed emote, because it is really cursed when you zoom in on that thing. Oh, that's right. Oh, right, that's right. So then, you must be... Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. Yeah, yeah, I know. Because I think I was talking about, like, making, like, my cursed one, which is basically this one. Have a great stream, but okay, yeah, no problem. Do take care of yourself. Have an after stream care. Definitely do what you do, and then maybe food and shows before bed. Absolutely, I do the same. Foods, chill for a bit, and just watching something in bed. But yes, good night. Do take care of yourself and have a wonderful rest. Yes, wonderful rest. Also, I just realized I have not introduced myself for any of the raiders. But yes, my name is Lord of South. I always forget this part. And I'm a variety streamer. I play a lot of different games. Most of the time, as you heard here, I do have a set of games to play three times a week, which is Apollo Justice, Octopath Traveler, and the Valkyria Chronicles. But depending on what I feel for, I do a lot of different things. For example, earlier today, I did build a Lego bonsai. So yes, if you do enjoy this content, do hit the follow button, because I do go live on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. With some exceptions, depending on what I'm doing some days, I might go live as well. Which I do suggest you check out my... hold on, I'm just gonna spell here, which means I can talk. Well, you should do check out my Twitter or my Discord channel, because that is where I will tell people when I go live. And if it's something you would be interested of seeing some earlier things, I do have my YouTube channel as well for earlier VODs. There we go. Just in people, if people are interested, there is no need, but it's always fun to meet some new people. Mr. Wright didn't really tell me much, as always. Ah, of course. Feel free to ask away. So this is the first time we actually meet her, which... For some reason, I misremembered her drop-kicking Apollo for some reason. So, Athena, I hear you just passed the bar. That's right, and here's my shiny new badge to prove it. Isn't it beautiful? So you must be a bit younger than me. A bit more than you might think, in fact. I'm only 18. 18? How in the world did you become a lawyer at that age? Oh, I skipped a few grades while I was an exchange student in Europe. I got my license to practice law while I was over there. All I can say is wow. Just me a genius or something. I also studied analytical psychology, though It might help me be better, though it might help me be a better lawyer. Psychology helps her be a better lawyer. How exactly does that work? Well, you say that, and technically your body can sense the tension in other people, which have helped you, so... So, tell me about our client. What are they like? Oh right, you haven't met him yet. Well, scary as hell. Kinda remind me of a crow for some reason. Oh, yeah, she just got afraid. That about sums it up. He's more worried about his daughter than himself. Oh, okay, she wasn't scared. What a wonderful father. Wait, are you crying? Well, we thought of what your widget there is doing, yes. I'm not crying. There was something in my eye. So for those who haven't played this game before, but still kind of want to see it, even with spoilers, that thing around her neck is showing her emotions or telling people what she actually thinks. To put it simply, that thing tells everyone her intrusive thoughts. Which might not be the best idea. And moving right along, let's go down to business. Helping our client is priority number 1. So, Athena, you mentioned studying psychology. Oh, that's right. I've always wanted to bring analytical psychology into the courtroom. The power of psychology will bring a breath of fresh air into the legal system. Oh, really? So how do you plan on using it to defend our client? Well, for example, I can try to listen on a witness' inner voice, and then analyze his psychological state with the help of my trusting partner widget. Widget? This device around my neck here. Say hi, widget. Hi, widget. It talks. Well, you need a volume knob. Anyway, the little guy will sometimes say things, what I'm feeling. Awkward. That's what I'm talking about, intrusive thoughts. Oh, don't worry, you'll get used to it. Well, now that I seriously doubt. Yo, I almost forgot. I have something you might be interested in. I got this on my way here. I think it might have something to do with our case. Special edition cover covering our case. That was quick. That's the whole point of special edition, isn't it? To be the first of getting the scoop, rapido? Right. Well, let's see what it says here. Was it able to Spanish? Well, she said Europe, but not where in Europe. Tenmataro has been seen... What? He's been seen flying around the sky? I actually tried to translate Tenma before, because I realized that I for some reason remember there is actually a VTuber called Tenma. And I had difficulty finding anything good, because apparently there was a lot of different translations. But I found one good one, because first of all, this guy is a demon called Tenmataro. And apparently Tenma either means evil spirit, demon, or witch. And we have a little girl here with a lot of paper words, basically also named Tenma. So, yeah, definitely some snap up. The article goes on to say that it might be connected to our case. Apparently that photo was shot right after the murder occurred. Oh, that was the wrong voice. I do that sometimes. Well, there were black feathers and strange tracks in the crime scene. I'm not surprised the local thinks a yokai was involved. Wait a second, yokai isn't one of those Japanese monsters. My god, you don't really think it was a supernatural murder, don't you? No, of course not. Now German. Why not plain old English? Because you've apparently been in Europe, which means you've been in whole Europe. That's an interesting thing. She's been an exchange student in Europe, but she doesn't say where, which means she has been moving around. Either that, or she really likes languages. Andale, Apollo. Let's get cracking on that crime scene again already. Alright, let's go. Cuban Manor Foyer. Nice place. Do you hear that? It sounds like a TV or something. Oh, look! What? There's a TV in the little room in the corner. Which corner? Do you mean the room to the right there? Kind of looks like a guard station or something. In other news, a mysterious masked wrestler in the Amazing Ninetales has been confirmed missing according to sources close to the wrestler. It appears he's been disappeared sometimes after the special event held in Ninetales Vale today. He also failed to appear at the match today where he was scheduled to defend his title. Local villagers says his disappearance may be connected with Tenma Taro's recent escape. So that's wrestlers gone missing. But you two, you don't belong in here. I don't know why, I just made a random ass voice for him and for some reason it fit. I don't know why. I had problems with the wrestler before. And the crow guy. But this guy for some reason worked. Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious. And what about them horns of yours? They're looking mighty suspicious if you ask me. The horns, that's my hair. Anyway, we're lawyers and we're here to... No! You them lawyers come in to defend Mayor Tenma, ain't ya? Should I reckon that with that expensive looking bracelet you got there. Your name's Phineas Filch. I was about to say Flitch. Filch. I'm the caretaker here. Pleased to meet you. Same here. Oh, talk about a quick change of heart. So tell me, Demon Liar. I bet you use them demonic horns of yours to scare the bejeebus out of your witness, huh? Come here, little horn Gouge, but these horns, I mean, my hair isn't meant to threaten anyone. Ain't? Well, seems you might be wasting all perfect good. Also, I just realized his arm. That is actually your bracelet. Perfect good horse, if you ask me. Well, again, ain't none of my business, so... that was fast. Guess it's done with me. Well, I better get back to my work. Now, stop it right there. Huh? Hey? Apollo, your bracelet is gone. The funny part is basically has it on his wrist. Oh, don't you worry, Miss Liars. I'll check the lost and found later. Somehow, I don't think that will be necessary. Just check your wrist for right now. He's probably the best and the worst thief. He didn't even realize it was taken, but he put it on like it was his own. Yeah, the cat is out of the bag. He's barely in the bag in the first place. That was a pretty pathetic attempt. Thank you for bringing me back. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Just gonna control myself. Please forgive me, I beg ya. Also, that got them like side-eye, like, yeah, he doesn't really give a damn. Jeez, I almost feel sorry for him now. What should we do about him, Apollo? Well, I got my bracelet back, and he seems sorry enough, so... you know what I understand, Mr. Liar, sir. You obviously got a big heart. As with the wad of cash in your wallet, I hope. You leave my wallet out of this. Yeah, you didn't finish apologizing for stealing from us. Run away, head for the hills. Nope. Get back here, you. Talking about a quick escape. Looks like he dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of diagrams. This one's of the crime scene, and here's one of the foyer. He left his shoes behind too. Holy shit, he just hauled ass towards the hills that he left his shoes behind. Can you just imagine it? Like, he had them on, but when he just sped out, they just left behind. They didn't even fly off. They just were stuck there to the floor. Guy's the living definition of a bumbling thief. Let's hang into these. We can give them back to him next time we see him. As for the diagrams, I say we keep them. To be fair, that's a good idea. They look like something the police might draw. Wonder where the caretaker got them. The police? Probably. I'm just waiting for the prosecution to say we did not have any crime scene diagram at the moment. Oh, we have them. We have them from the caretaker to steal things. Did they actually have a background check on that guy, or did they just hire him for fun? Now then, as I recall, the Fox chamber should be at the top of those stairs. Yep, kind of like the lanterns actually, just because of the blue glow. Just like my eye actually, I just realized that. Whoa. Where did all these black feathers and weird tracks come from? Ah, the popular opinion seems that they are from Tenmataro. You mean the great evil has returned? Even if it did, I'd be laughed out of the courthouse trying to indict him. Oh, hold on, I'm not going to do anything. Hey, who are you and what are you doing here? This is a crime scene. Oh, right, this dude. And who are you? Are you with the police? Ah, yes, first. Who are you and what are you doing here? Oh, well, on second thought, I'll place you under arrest for disturbing the crime scene. Under arrest, but I'll save it for the boys back at the HQ. Now, come quietly or else. I don't want to be late for lunch. Please wait, we're Major Tenma's lawyers. Yeah, well, what do you say so? You, the lawyers I heard about. How much took you two in? You sure seems suspicious, though. I don't know how many more times I can be called suspicious in one day. Sorry, we didn't catch your name. My name? Bobby Fulbright. The heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. Champion of justice that comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase? It's injustice with trust. Oh boy. This guy's story and a half. And probably a chapter as well. So what can I do for you? Well, we can talk to you at first. So, would it be okay if we had a look around? Certainly not. No unauthorized personnel allowed. Sorry, I pressed the button before I even finished my sentence. Could you make an exception? Case and desist. Cease and desist. Case. Cease and desist at once. I'll have to deal with you, with my little friend here. But yikes, he's searching for his... Alright. Phew, it's just his badge. You may be the Major Tenma's attorney, but you still need authorization to cross the police line. Apollo, let's see if we can change his mind. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. I bet this is the dense as a hero's comes. Persuasion. Yeah, fair enough. Do I need to roll a d20? I probably can find someone somewhere. Some of them somewhere. I feel I need more dices though. I only have a Zoom can full of it. Zoom juice. I'm not joking. I did actually 3D print a Zoom juice can. I have my dice in there. I don't know why. I just did that for fun. And it still works wonders. I just kept it. You're wasting your time and mine. Nobody's crossing this line without authorization. Well, I'm a wall of justice. Keeping justice. That would be you at bay. Oh, injustice. I knew it. Look, there's just us and you here, right? Justice and me, you say? That's right. Are you trying to say that Justice and I aren't enough to keep you out? Wait, what? Oh. No, silly. We're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice. No, it can't be. You have him on the ropes now, Athena. If we were on the side of justice, would you just let us in, though? But, guarding the crime scene here is a part of justice, too. Sure, but only a bad guy will stand in the way of justice, right? Oh, Yeah, this guy just found a way to get done goofed. Whose justice is the most just here? Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without thorough investigation, so... okay, Lady Justice. What would you want me to do? I think we really got to him. Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions of justice go. So basically, for those who didn't know, this is the new Gumshoe. Gumshoe. I never played the first of the Apollo Justice trilogy, and yeah, actually the Gumshoe there was actually Emma Sky. This is the new Gumshoe for this game. They don't keep the same, apparently, the 3 games, what I know. Now's our chance. Well, except for the other thing. Now's our chance to start looking around. After all that about authorized personnel only. This was surprisingly easy. Should I stop them or should I let them through? Whose justice is more just? I'm pretty certain we just broke him. Poor lad is just standing broken in the corner of the room somewhere. Well, let's get to work. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right? Right. Search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence. We could use that at the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from different angles. Never know what's hiding, just hiding around the corner, right? Oh, wait, I can move up and down? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, now I understand what you're talking about. If there's a particular spot I want to examine, just give it a tap. Wait, did they just kept that in from the DS era of this game? Because you basically tap the screen. Okay, leave no stone unturned. No salons commencer. Let's get, does that mean let's get started? Alright. Guess we can just kinda examine some stuff. Whoa. Wait, how far? Oh, I can... Oh, okay, this is gonna be interesting. But first of all, I found something... What is that? Well, I think we found a murder weapon. What do we have here? Looks like a statue of Nine-Tailed Fox and Tenmataro battling it out. Careful, Apollo, it got blood on it. Really? Hey, you're right. I wonder if this is the Alderman's blood. I love like, oh, hey, you're right. That's how happy it sounds. But that just might be me. How could you remain so calm after seeing all this blood? Well, this isn't the first time I've seen something like this, so... You're not fun at all. At least act surprised and grossed out to something from my first case. I'm already a lawyer. You want me to be an actor too? Well, we don't really have much here. Oh, right, the friends. I think it's the friends. That wasn't at least the lady with the long neck she was talking, the Jinxie Tenma talking about before. We have this thing as well that seems to be broken. There's something behind the door. Oh! I just think we cracked a tanuki when opening the door. Whatever it is, it looks like it's broken. Yeah, no shit. That thing is smacked to pieces. Probably broke when the door was open. Why would anybody put something there? That's kind of a fair thing, actually. Why do I keep something behind the door? I guess it wasn't interesting. Yeah, that wasn't very smart. Maybe it was Jinxie. She was the first one to discover the body. She must have heard the scream and come running in here in panic. Well, look at you, Apollo. Now you're using analytical psychology too. I am? Wow, you really learn quick. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You're an ace attorney of Right Anything Agency. I can't tell whether she's serious or not. Now, if Trucy said something like that, I'd immediately know she was messing with me. Fair enough, actually. Okay, this thing is kind of interesting. Apparently not. Okay, let's just take the obvious. Oh, I completely forgot you have to like... Wait. Oh, okay, I have to do the whole sofa thing. There's something red under this chair. Let's see if we can lift it up. My freeze! Yikes. No disturbing the crime scene! Or the scene evidence, whatever. Even if you are the mayor's lawyers. He does have a point there. Hey, Detective Fulbright, did you hear about that attack over at Yokai Lane? I heard an elderly woman was assaulted by a strange yokai shaped like a roll of cloth. And you waited till now to tell me. I better get over there at once, just as with trust. I'm pretty certain she just made sure he left the building, which apparently was surprisingly easy. Well, that was surprisingly easy. I just said that. Okay, Apollo, now's a chance to look around some more. The more I get to know her, the scarier she gets. I hope she never finds my weakness. I'm kinda curious what it is now. Whatever this is stuck on tight. Looks like a large blood-stained cloth. That's probably the alderman's, but it's pretty far from his body. Wonder how it got there. And why does it seem important? I'm pretty certain anything with blood in this place is important. Because someone was murdered. I was about to say, wait, he wasn't murdered by a spear. The statue then. Yeah, right, this guy was actually smacked with a statue, so that does make sense. So, this is where Alderman Cuby's body was found. Apparently the murder weapon, a spear, had Mayor Tenma's prints on it. That's not good. Never fear! Spells! Hi, Spells! Welcome to the stream! I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. Yes, Spells is also a wonderful bean. I am playing some Pokemon D&D with them. Hi, hold on, I'm gonna do a shout out for you as well because you're a wonderful bean. There we go. How are you doing? I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. So many people have popped in today. Holy crap. Power Wash Simulator. Nice. I think... Wait, did I see some of that? No. Yes? Wait, when did I see your stream latest? I'm sleep. Fair enough. Go to sleep then. Or at least get some rest. Or something. This guy is back. How far did you get? How far is the lane from here? Because we just told him an old woman was chased by a cloth yokai. And he's back. How fast do you sprint? Of course, I can't offer you any information on my investigation, so... In the name of justice, I must say goodbye. What? I can't even comprehend what was happening here. Wait. You came to say that you can't give us any information. And you left again. Okay, fair enough. But yes, I do hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. And if you are sleepy, then do get some good rest. Wonderfully good rest, absolutely. The Forbidden Chamber. And yes, for those of you here, I do voices for this game, which... Holy crap, after a while. The only rule I have with this, I never do voice for the main character I'm playing, when in this game, depending on who I'm playing. And I'm also not doing voices for repeats, basically memories and stuff. Think we can get this door open? It's worth a try. I could have sworn I followed you before. Either apparently not or Twitch was mean and delete the follow. Apparently, I don't know. I was about to ask myself, do I follow you? And yes, I know I'm following you because I have watched your streams, both on YouTube and on Twitch. And it's really enjoyable just being there chilling. It's like every friend who's either been in here or just raided me there are wonderful beans. Absolutely. All of them have wonderful streams to just chill in. What is the key thing for that thing? Because I don't even know like how the lock even works. I don't even see a keyhole. It seems pretty hopeless. Injustice with trust. He's back again. This weirdo. Did I just hear the voice of someone in need? Allow me to fill you in. This door simply will not open. I've tried and tried and tried and probably tried once more, but it won't budge. It is an essential part of the culture found in this manor, so we can't simply blow it up either. That's actually fair. We thought of the legend of the Tenmataro being stuck in there. I'm guessing it has like both like folklore value, which means don't break it. So, an unstoppable door, right? According to Miss Jinxie Tenma, it was shut tight when she came across the crime scene. Thanks for the tip, Detective Fulbright. We didn't expect you to be so helpful. Forget I just said that. I see fox statues. $10, there's a button behind one. I'm not joking. I just basically just wanted to shove my face close to one and look at one of them like, hey, hold on. Is there actually something here? It sounds like something a bit better to keep in mind. Okay, we are getting close to this. I don't think we're gonna find one now, because now we're just checking for any clues. But I'm pretty certain later on it might just find something. But you really got me like worked up about like trying to find some of these statues now. Look at these statues. Only one has... This statue only has one tail. Maybe it's the 9-tailed fox sidekick. I bet the number of tails represent a... Oh, that's the wrong voice. I need to read who's talking. I bet the number of tails represents the yokai's power. So, if you had two, Apollo, I'd only have one? Wait, what? Not that it means you're better than me, got it? Like what I said, what? I've never played Ace Attorney, don't take my advice. I just saw the statues and thought Bat Cave. Yeah, that's kind of the same thing I thought as well, like, there is not really any lock other than like the claws holding everything together. And my thought was like, oh damn, you might be right. I have basically played every single game. I have played this game and the game that comes after this, before these streams. But it's the first time playing the first Apollo Justice when I got this trilogy. I played the first trilogy and I also played the Great Ace Attorney. I love these games, to be honest. It's absolutely wonderful games, and making the voices just makes it more silly and funny. I'm having a whale of a time whenever I do that. Apparently I cannot check that out. Oh, but I can check this out. These weird tracks must have been made when someone stepped in the alderman's blood. Maybe the killer inadvertently made them when they were fleeing. They're pretty big tracks, almost bird-like. The feathers also point to bird. Tengu, yes. Hold on, I can actually show you. Oh, not auto. Don't bring up auto. There are sometimes they have auto in this, where I'm not putting on auto, but they have auto, and that's just... There we go, Tengu. So yes, you are completely right, Dizzy. Or spells. I don't know why I started saying Dizzy, but yes, spells. It is a Tengu and a 9-tailed fox. Maybe it's some mutant bird creature. So, your theory is a giant mutant bird murdered Alderman Cuba with a spear. It's more plausible than saying a monster or yokai did it. Sorry to burst your bubble, but a giant spear-wielding bird is, by definition, a monster. Are we sure? It might just be friendly. It's a folding screen. I wonder what they were using it for. I read that the Japanese used to use these in drafty rooms, but now they're just for show. Did they? Like the only thing I know is like the more modern one, or like modern when they were used Eastern wise, people just changed clothes behind them. What were they actually used for completely? I don't really know. You mean like, it's like my Athornis badge? Is that only for show? Please don't say that. Like, they basically just said she managed to get up to the bar, and she's 18. Which, how old are we? I don't think we can check that. I think it was like 20, if I'm not mistaken. So please don't say that. That means like cannot really trust you fully. Poor Athena. And yes, that's Widget, her necklace. That cop treating her like a child must have really bothered her. Yeah, definitely. Do we have anything else? Well, we have some statues and stuff. Sorry, I'm just checking the statues again. Not gonna lie, I would kind of love to have something similar here, just because I like the little flame thing. The little lamp part of it is like the thing I really do like with it. Oh look, a cat with 2 tails. No such thing. Oh, and this lady has a really long neck. How funny is that? There's no way a creature like that would ever exist. You'd have a tough time swallowing. Well, you say that. Actually, does giraffes have difficult swallowing things when they eat? I just realized that now. At the same time, the neck isn't as bendy as the yokai behind there, so it might just fall down the length, to be honest. Apollo, I bet you were one of those kids who didn't believe in Santa Claus. What's that got to do with anything? And here we know that the alderman was a former wrestler. Oh, look, trophies! This one was awarded to Alderman QB. The Amazing Ninetales Yokai Div. Winner 10-man Town Pro Wrestling Tournament. Yokai Division. I didn't know you could have a division of one. Apollo, you should enter at the tournament next time. I have the perfect name for you. This Mysterious Firebrand. I'm pretty certain someone already named us the Red Devil Lawyer. A mild-mannered masked lawyer by day, a demonic masked wrestler by night. Masked lawyer by day? Wait, why am I masked by day? No one is going to hire a masked lawyer, Athena. Have I checked everything in here? Oh, hello. Sorry, I just saw a vent. Huh, that looks like an air vent. It's pretty high up there. What if you got running start and jumped? I doubt even a high jumper could make it. Don't rule it out before you try it. Besides, I'm an excellent jumper. Even so, that must be about 9 feet high. Like I said, you don't know until you try, Monsieur Justice. She doesn't know how to give up and when to stop using foreign words. But apparently she didn't try it. I'm not gonna lie, I thought she would be trying to jump up there. Apollo, what words come to mind when you watch that pendulum in there? Unsteady and restless? That's a direct representation of your current state of mind. Wait, that was some kind of psychological test? My diagnosis? This strange case has made you anxious, caused you to lose your cool. You're actually not that far off the mark. Okay, she's gonna be freaky. Hey, this window opens. Well, it opens some. And outside we have ourselves a steep cliff. The window only opens about 6 inches, not wide enough for anyone to get out or in. Oh look, Apollo, there's something caught in the window frame. It looks like gold fur. What a pretty color. Maybe this is some kind of animal. I wonder what it's doing here. Did Alderman QB have a pet fox? I have seen foxes. They don't have golden fur. Are they golden foxes? They can't be golden foxes. I've seen foxes. We have foxes around here now and then. Gold hair, Apollo did it. Yep. That would be an interesting vision. Having Apollo actually having gold hair. Because everyone believes he's a demon because his hair has 2 horns. Yes, that about wraps it up. Now, if only we could get that detective to tell us what he knows. Hey, Apollo, do you hear something? I don't know why, but even I started to listen. I don't hear anything. Oh, right, your hearing must not be as sensitive as mine. What are you talking about? The whooshing sound, like a wind rustling through the narrow strait. And the echo of someone's voice in... I am pretty certain she just heard him haul ass over here. Could you imagine that having such a good hearing, you could hear the wind rushing past when someone runs? Someone's got a sharp sense of ears. That was the sound of my righteous voice reverting through the air duct. I heard it through the air duct? Yeah, check it out. But why would she hear you through there? Oh, what did you go? Why don't we go to the diagram? Okay, hold on, where was it? Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. So basically went to the foyer and went up there. We heard it through the air duct. I'm not gonna lie, I thought she heard it through the doors. Him just hauling us up the stairs and through the hallway. And carried my monologue with us straight to your ears. And what a unique monologue it was. I was just thinking. Maybe the killer made their escape through that air duct or something. Accurate theory, but I don't think so. The air duct in the hallways is low enough to climb into. That much is true. But as you can see, the vent to the ceiling is very high. 9 feet, in fact. Oh, 9 feet, in fact. I highly doubt that there is any way to get up there without a ladder or something. And I don't see any of the sort in this room, do you? I guess you're right. I don't know if she says that now, but she basically got angry with us, saying, you can't jump that high. Speaking of things in this room. Yeah, rope. Yeah, rope would also work. Especially if you climbed up from down there and then up again. That would definitely work. Yeah. Can you tell us what you guys turned up, Detective Fulbright? Not on my watch, buddy! In the name of justice, I cannot reveal facts pertaining to the prosecution's case. Come on, throw us a bone here. Or a full goddamn skeleton, why not? That would also help. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright, but I recall you saying earlier that you could come running whenever we were in need. I suppose I did say that. Helping those in need is what justice is all about, but well, keeping information out on enemy hands is also a form of justice. Which justice is the most just? Why is this always so hard? I love how easy it is to break this guy. Also, this guy is about to break my voice as well. Hold on, I'm just gonna give myself some more to drink. There we go. I'm glad I actually made some drink before I started this stream, or continued this stream. I did actually build some Lego before I started my main stream. I was building a bonsai. I now have a bonsai on my table, which apparently has the most frogs than any other Lego setup. 100 pink frogs, plus 1 brown. I'm never gonna let that down. And yes, you heard me right, it was a bonsai I built. Let's do a little give and take. I mean, serving the public is a part of justice too, right? You know, like the police motto? To serve and protect? That leaking information to the defense team falls under that motto. Oh yes, of course. I must serve as well as protect. Okay, I will share some information. In the name of justice. Oh, we did it, Apala. Yeah, we did it all right. I'm not sure that was entirely ethical. Do we need to care? Like, as long as he believes it, we don't need to even question it. Because apparently he doesn't even question it himself. Alright, so... talk. Details of the case. Was it Mr. Jinxie Tenma who first discovered the crime scene? Oh, that's right. Also do love that. Her name is Jinxie Tenma. Basically just jinx, bad luck and everything, and Tenma, which also apparently translates to witch, demon and evil spirit. I think. I believe that because first of all, she has a lot of wards. Basically one of those paper wards. Laying around and sticking to my forehead. Which would explain the witch part. And also the Tenma Tauro. Which is also evil spirit, also slash demon. Which then does make sense. That's right, and this photo shows what she saw when she opened the door. Miss Tenma had a key, allowing her immediate access. Key. So then the fox chamber was locked. Oh, yes. Oh, the spear and the necklace are both Tengu things. They are? I didn't even realize. Do understand, like, I am not knowledgeable with a lot of things. Some things here and there, but it's very spread out and very little. Yes, Miss Tenma had the only key to this door. I only know about Tenma because I basically had to search it up for some reason. I was curious. Because there are some people that actually has like wordplay with the names. For example, Ted Donate. Which if you make the first name backwards, Detonate. Which is absolutely wonderful. Yes, and Miss Tenma had a key to this door. Really? Really? So, Alderman's Cubit didn't have a key to the Fox Chamber? Actually, he had a master key for most of the doors in the manor, but it disappeared after his murder. How does a master key even work? Because a master key to work, that means that all the locks have to be kind of specific. QB is the word for nine-tailed fox. Fair enough. I was wondering actually if it had some sort of meaning, but I never checked it up. Which would make sense because we did have a nine-tailed fox wrestler here. So that would make sense. But yeah, like master key. Like I can understand like a keyring of keys. But like that would mean like they had to be both different but at the same time equal for them to have one key working for all of them. Like enough so they can be used for all doors. I kind of feel like searching that up later. Does actually master keys work and how? It disappeared. You think the killer took it? I could very well be connected to murder. We're looking into the possibilities now. But it's the timing of the Tenma's discovery that I think is most important. Of course, I'm not going to share that information with you. I love he says, oh, that's the most important, but guess what? Cliffhanger. You think you're some kind of champion of justice, but you're just a plain old mean. I won't fall for that, you shameless rascal. I only help good little boys or girls. Shameless rascal? Who even says that? Well, I wouldn't exactly call you a good little girl either. Well, to be fair, she did actually just judo throw a policeman towards us. I'm gonna have to check this. It wouldn't surprise me with like the necklace you're talking about. Also, I'm gonna check what necklace. Are you talking about the things he has around his neck? The spear being Tengu. That I did not realize, because for me that's just a spear. But if you're talking about like the thing he has around his arms, that would not surprise me, because I kind of get the vibes from that, and I feel like I've seen something similar before. Yeah, that thing around his neck. The only thing I can see is like a little purple ball. Both of those are Tengu-itis' mythology. Oh! Oh, that's neat. I really do enjoy like just like not strange, but like things you often don't think of. I'm that kind of person that if I don't know a thing but realize it might have some value, I just end up searching it up. Because if I don't, I'm gonna forget and I want to know sometimes. Those feathers and tracks look like something a Joker might leave behind. You don't actually think the murderer was some sort of monster, do you? What's the name of that creature in the Forbidden Chamber? Tenma something. Because from the black feathers and that big tracks, it looks like that creature did it. I know some Japanese mythology. I guess it's kind of the same with me, but like, not, well, some Greek mythology, I guess, not too much. But Norse. I know, for example, Ratatosk. The goddamn, I was about to say unicorn. It's not a unicorn, it's a squirrel. That basically sends message between all the branch and everything on Yggdrasil. Our prime suspect would, no doubt, love to be blamed on some imaginary creature. Can Tenma whatchamacallit even be made a victim or slander? I doubt the Major would do something as childish as blaming a boogeyman. Oogie boogeyman. So, the most likely scenario so far is the Tenma guy left the feathers and tracks behind to make it look like the Yokai Tenma was the killer. Wait, well, now I'm confused, that's you. At any rate, I doubt Major Tenma would plant evidence like that. Okay, so about the suspect. So, Mayor Tenma is your only suspect. Oh, that's right! Even his name, Damien Tenma. Make him sound like a villain. Well, Damien I can't really say. I feel like that sounds like a name. I did say about before, Tenma. Evil spirit, demon, witch. That's the first thing that popped up when I googled it. Ah, he's really scary looking though. He kinda is. Not gonna lie there. It feels like he has some sort of headache demon he's just trying to either keep out or keep in. Wait, are you telling me that's why he was arrested? Don't be ridiculous, he was the only one without an alibi. Oh, is that so? Also, he did say that his fingerprints was on the murder weapon, so... Yep, other than the victim, the suspect and Miss Tenma, the only other around here. Mr. Filch and Major Tenma's aide. And the two of them were together at the time. Filch. The guy who tried to steal my bracelet. Just living up to his name, I guess. Living up to his name? Well, does Filch actually mean, like, trying to take things? We should talk to him again when we get to have a chance. What about Jinxie? She's not being suspected at all. She may have no alibi whatsoever, but she also have no motive. It is unfathomable that she would murder the alderman and pin the crime on her father. Filch looks like a tanuki. Kinda. He's a hell of a both bad and good pickpocket. He basically just got close to us, got our bracelet, and just went like nothing. And we believed he had not taken anything, until we realized he had it around his wrist. He wore the bracelet he took. Not the smartest idea. Besides, do you really think a little girl could lift this huge spear? True enough, that spear looks even bigger than her. That's all I can reveal about this time. Well, you must admit, Damien Tenma appears to be the most likely suspect. I admit it looks bad, but I'm still not buying it. Yo, man, one more thing. I must warn you about the prosecutor. The prosecutor assigned to Major Tenma's trial. Oh, that's the one. He's... How shall I put it? Not what you'd expect. That is, unless you have faced convicted killers serving hard time as a prosecutor before. Definitely not. I know of a lawyer that has been believed to be a killer. No, wait, hold on, what happened? Oh, right, yeah. He was actually the killer because no one could understand the motive, but it was the killer that got put into prison. And still has a very nice isolation cell with a drawer, a nice stool, and a goddamn bookshelf. So I would say, I guess I've seen the other way around. But is this some kind of joke? Also, why would they actually do that? Can I ask why a man in prison for murder is serving as a prosecutor? Oh, because he mastered the use of psychology in courtroom battles. Everyone's talking about how this murder was the works of some strange creature. But Joker is nothing more than a figment of the imagination. They're baloney. Who better to prove this than a master of psychology? He's the best man for the job. But he's a convict murderer. No better than how you look at it, that's just insane. To be honest, we've met a lot of insane people in this. I think my thing is about to run out of battery. Both of them are actually doing this thing. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself for just a second. Okay. Now I have my... Oh shit, sorry. I blasted the mic there for a moment. And now I have my main microphone instead. I had my... wireless microphone because I was doing some Lego build before. And I just noticed one of them started blinking red and the other one was also blinking red. So yeah, just in case, I just changed them out now. I'm just gonna have to put them in the charger later on. But yeah, like I know in the first game, Edward is fine, but then we have to deal with... I know Gani, remember the name? Godoth. I think his name was Godoth. Which is a hell of a strange person with like the weirdest ass goggles. Then in the second game, we have... Who do we have there? Well, is this the second game? No, is it the... I'm trying to remember actually. Because I know we have Von Karma, with her whip. Which apparently she's allowed to use anywhere. And now we have this murderer. In the last we had a rock star, so that might not be too far-fetched, but still kind of weird. None of us are in a position to question the matter. This really is a dark age of the law. This prosecutor, he wouldn't happen to go by the name Blackquill, would he? Bingo! Simon Blackquill. So you've heard of him? Fair. I'm gonna go head off for a nap. Good luck solving the case. No problem. Do have a wonderful nap, have a wonderful rest, and I either see you on your next stream or your next stream, my next stream, or on the D&D session. Who knows? But yes, do take care, spells. Have a wonderful time. You could say that. What's that supposed to mean? Also, it is about me to kinda call it a day here anyway, because my stream is about to end soon. Oh, ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's Prosecutor Blackquill. The Twisted Samurai? Is that because he's a criminal? Well, yes and no. You could say it also has to do with the effect of his crime had on things. How so? His conviction is what twisted and warped the legal world into this dark age of the law. What, and he of all people is going to stand in court tomorrow. Never fear! I myself will be there to protect you. That's reassuring. I guess. Or hope. Well, you kids knock yourself out. Can't wait to see you how you do tomorrow. Wait, Detective Fulbright, I have been meaning to ask you something. Why are you barefoot? This doesn't look like the sort of place where you need to take your shoes off. Filch. He took his shoes. Yeah. Oh. We have his shoes. This isn't Filch's shoes. No, wait. We don't have it in the evidence. Oh, I hadn't even noticed. Why am I barefoot? You honestly hadn't noticed until now? Wait a second. Those shoes we found earlier. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright. These wouldn't happen to be your shoes, would they? Yes, they are! My favorite pair, in fact. Oh, thank you for bringing them to me. You must truly be one of the side of justice. Don't tell me Mr. Flinch actually stole from a detective. Not only that, how did he manage to steal shoes? On a person's feet? While probably still standing. It's like the magic trick with someone just pulling like the tablecloth. Stealing shoes right off someone's feet. That's pretty amazing. I find it more amazing that Detective Fulbright didn't notice. Well, looks like we got all we can out of this detective. So let's see. Maybe we should go and have a word with Mr. Filch. I want to hear what his alibi is. Are we gonna do that automatically? Oh, we cannot do that. I'm gonna save here though, because I have been streaming a long time. I've been streaming for 5 hours. No, 6 hours actually. God damn. But apparently we cannot do that until we... well, technically I can. You know, we're gonna do that. It's kind of a good time to call it quits here in a sense anyway.